live. Oh, and I gotta make sure I
listen to our shit. Yeah, we gotta listen to ours.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure that I don't fuck the audience. I'm not redoing this shit. I'm not. I refuse to redo things after we did Chucky 3 times
and
Venom twice. God. So, welcome to another horrible review session.
We're good.
All right, but actually, I should probably also post that we're actually on. Whatever. This is all a mess. It doesn't matter. This is the second half of our Hellraiser review. Thank you if you watched the first one. I know that was painful. And if you actually watched our watch through of Deader, which we will go over briefly before we get into the rest of the movies, because I think at this point we only have 4 from if you want to call it original canon. Original canon with the male Pinhead, because if we have time, we will be doing a live viewing of the last one, which is a different Pinhead
reboot.
It's a reboot. Complete. It's a reboot. But oh my god.
So we are on Hellraiser 7 Deader. Just giving you guys a quick recap because we did do a live of it.
Yes.
Watch that when you can. But we're just gonna do a quick recap.
Yes.
To help us to
so at this point, like the last couple movies, we are in the era of Hellraiser where it is no longer really Hellraiser movies. These are just movies, different scripts that Dimension had laying around that was written by somebody's cousin or something that they just wanted to put out there. And they were like, you know what? We still got the rights to Hellraiser. And if we don't keep using it, we're going to lose it.
Yep.
Just throw it on that shit.
We got 2 seconds to make a Hellraiser movie. Just throw it on. Here's a script. Here's a skeleton of a script. Slap Hellraiser skin on it. And that's your movies. And we've seen that, as you guys seen from part 1, 5, 6, 7. All of these movies have the same theme of we don't know what's real. We don't know what's not real.
No.
Where's Pinhead? What's going on? And why are these people doing this?
I have a theory where I remember back in the day, there were certain movies I couldn't watch unless I was heavily sedated on drugs. And it only made sense when I was heavily sedated on drugs. And I feel like maybe if I just took a bunch of cough medicine and rewatched these, maybe they would make sense to me. Like especially Deader. Because if you watch the live viewing, we didn't know what was going on
while watching.
And then Carl looked up the actual synopsis and we still did not understand what was happening.
Here, and I still don't know what's going on.
I mean, now that I reread it and stuff, like I kind of get it, but it's so asinine. It's, by the way, I think another theme that's been coming up with these is convoluted schemes to get something done with the Cenobites.
Yes,
which
make no sense.
No. So to go into this one for Deader, it revolves around a news reporter who was addicted to drugs because of her own personal trauma or whatever.
Yes, her own past.
Which, by the way, I don't think drug addicts look this good.
Yes.
At all, because it opens up with her in a drug den and everyone's literally like a Tommy Hilfiger model with like track marks drawn on their arms and like Sharpie.
So the reporter Amy Klein is she does investigating, like on the scene reporting. So she's in a drug den, she's taking photos of them, brings it back to her boss, and then her boss is like, I have a new scoop. There's this cult in Bucharest, and like they're killing people, and it's seemingly bringing them back to life.
And he has like a full ass tape of this exact thing happening.
Yeah, full proof
of this happening. Which, by the way, it's not like cops have this tape.
No, don't give it to the cops.
Did they explain how he got the tape?
No.
Like that, he just has the tape, and
someone sent it to him.
And then, which by the way, once again, it's not like he gave it to the cops going, "Hey, there's some fucked up shit happening." No, let me send my hot female reporter to go watch this.
Because I think they said one of the cults sent them the tape, but like they didn't send it to the cops or something. No, they're like, "We'll keep it, and you investigate." But
you do this.
The kicker is investigate it alone. By yourself. Okay, I'm just gonna go to Romania alone. Not even like a cameraman. Just a guy to back me up.
I'm actually surprised
I'm safe.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do this. In a lot of these kinds of movies, the reporter's always paired up with some kind of camera guy or some kind of support, or some guy that's trying to get with her and he's just supportive. And that is not here. She's just like literally looks Xanaxed out the entire goddamn movie.
All alone in Romania.
And by the way, as it progresses, none of these become red flags for her where she goes, I have to go back. I'm not doing this anymore.
Every new part getting closer to end of Act 1 into Act 2, she does no red flags, no alarms. She's like, I'm just going to keep going. Not I quit. Not I'm out of this.
And you know what? I would understand if there was a point where she just goes, you know what? No, I have to keep going. I'm like she's that something, or she's like that much of a good reporter where she has to continue.
To get the truth. No, it's not even that.
No, she's just doing it just to do it. She's bored. Like
what else am I gonna do?
Exactly. It's like it's either that or you could go back to the hot supermodel drug den. And that's kind of boring. So let me just go to Romania and hope I don't get trafficked.
Yeah, what else am I gonna do? That's pretty much it. So she goes to the address where it's forwarded from the tape, and it's the sleazy Romanian apartment, slum, dead, and the guy is dead.
I incepted us. At least I know that the audio is working.
And the guy is the landlord is all weird and suspicious, and she's not a good reporter because she could have just been like, I'm her sister. And she's like, okay, so what's your last name? She could have said something we have different fathers, or I have the same last name, and just went in. But I remember that because she's acting all stupid and he's all suspicious. But she sneaks in there. She goes into this horribly looking apartment.
Which, by the way, I know this place looks like a shithole, but you would think because he goes in there and it smells. It clearly smells
like something dead.
And the guy never. It's been weeks. Yeah. And the guy has not checked in on his tenant because he hasn't come out. Maybe she didn't pay rent. Or no one's complaining about the smell.
No. But it's Romania.
It's Romania. That's what it is. I'm sorry. By the way, if you're Romanian, they make your country look like shit.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Romania. Because what the heck? So she goes in, and then the second thing she sees is a woman dead on the toilet and guess what's in her hand, Oscar?
Oh, the lemon configuration.
Configuration. And she doesn't I'm out of here. I'm calling the cops. The first thing she does is start robbing the lady, going through her. Okay.
She's like, all right, fuck this. I'm just going to see if I can find some change.
And then, because then she goes up to her, it's no reporter would do this. She goes up to the dead body, holding the lament. And we're like, okay, she's going to jump scare. When is it going to happen?
Yeah, it was going to happen.
She grabs the lament because I don't know why people keep grabbing this thing. I'm not going to be like, oh, that thing. I'm going to take it. I'm like, no, I'm out of here. But she grabs it, and then she's leaving, and then the lady jumps out of her.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh.
By the way, every single jump scare is so heavily projected in this movie where you cannot get scared. Yeah. To the point where
set a timer.
After this point, after this, I think she has to flee because I think the guy comes in.
The guy comes in and she runs out.
And she runs out, and then
she goes back to wherever
a hotel or something.
And she has a lament. Oscar.
Oh man! So she has a lament, and then she starts fiddling with it, and the next thing you know, of course, the fucking chains pop out.
Yeah. What's your gift every time? Psychic hook chains through the face.
Yep.
But then it just cuts back to that was weird.
Yeah, because it's like a dream sequence.
Yeah, it's a dream sequence, and she has no red flags for this. She's like, oh, okay, whatever. Back to investigating. So she goes.
That's the worst thing too. She's like, oh well, yeah, let's get back to it.
We said all these movies just that was weird. Nothing I've ever imagined before in my life.
It's without consequence.
I'm just gonna keep going. So she goes into the train station where.
Oh my God!
Where she goes, there's this different train, not the one or the two, Oscar, the other side of the track.
On the other side of the track, which, by the way, how? Number one, how did she get a lead to this? Because it just shows her going to the train station to the terminal, and she somehow has this info there is a train that comes by at exactly this time at a public train station, not at an abandoned place or something.
Anyone could chance.
It's a well-lit, clean, nice.
It's not
train
you have
station.
To go down this corridor to a separate track or nope. It's just
right there. A service track or something. Nope, it's right there in the open.
The express is on that side. The sex train.
Yes, the evil sex rave train because that's what it is.
The other side.
she climbs into this train and she's like looking for, I guess, the guy that runs it. And as she's going, it's literally just people just banging and doing drugs and like dressed up in like pagan outfits and shit.
As we're getting our memories jogged, because this was like a month ago.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised remembering this much.
There's a kid on the train.
Yes.
There's a kid.
Oh my God.
There's like a 10-year-old kid just sitting.
Which, by the way, when you find out what happens later, like, this is really fucked up. Like, why is this kid on the train?
I'm like, what is happening? Because, like Oscar said, people are just going at it. Drugs, sex,
like tattooing each other and shit.
And then just like in the corner is like a 10-year-old kid, you know,
just chilling. Like, okay. I mean, Romania, I guess.
Romania,
I guess.
The 10 o'clock sex train.
Once again, it's just there for anyone to get on. Like, and also, it almost seems like it just comes for her, just to pick her up.
Just to pick her up. No one else gets on.
No one else gets on. No one gets off.
They're all there at the station. Like, look at her get on the train. But I guess they're like, oh, that's a sex train. We don't.
Oh yeah, we don't mess with that. They have permits for this.
I'm waiting for the one after that. We need for the 10:15 train.
I'm waiting for the 10:15 sex train.
Because I think she goes to the head guy, and you think he's a Cenobite or an evil hobo or something. He's like, no.
Which is a very big reoccurring theme.
Evil hobos.
Evil hobos.
But he's like, no. He tells her like gives her like a lead to the catacombs where she starts going in. Which is like, which is the dumbest thing.
Which also I'm like, and also this guy looks like a shitty nu metal vocalist. Like he has like all the crazy Coolio hair.
The
crazy and like a fur like vest and shit.
Like it's
like this is so. What year is this? This is
2005.
Okay, yeah, this is very 2005. So you can even tell by the way that the reporter is dressed. It is very 2005, and so that she goes to the catacombs and searches. And it's, by the way, none of this is very engaging. No. It's just confusing and boring.
Like, where's Pinhead? He showed up for like half a second so far.
Yes.
That's what we barely mentioned.
And I think that's when she opens the line.
Yes. Which kind of opens, but not really, as we'll get to. It doesn't make
that's right, because she doesn't really open it. But yet the chains came out and she's hallucinating.
So she goes into the catacombs of Romania, and to this court, like she sees people, she sees a dog. I'm like, we were saying, I remember now, anything could just kill her. Forget about the whole Cenobite hell thing. Any guy could just come up, muffle her mouth.
This is Romania.
Gone. Yeah, she's gone. Anyone could just come up.
And when she goes out, like before she gets to the gate where she has to get, there are like shady people like hanging around it and shit.
Like, this is a red flag city, but she's like, I'm by myself.
And then she goes into the catacombs. It's pitch dark. Like there could be homeless dudes in there, a rabid dog. She could get bit by a rat.
There's a dog. We saw there's a dog, and you're like, she could get her face.
She get mauled by this fucking dog,
and she just keeps going. I don't even know how she knows. I think she sees the girl she like in her vision.
I guess.
And keeps following.
And then I think she starts hallucinating someone following her, so she keeps going.
And she's going into this narrow hallway, and it gets narrower and more congested to the point even we're big guys, we're not going in there. She's small and she's stuck.
Yeah, she's getting stuck.
And there's Oscar's favorite thing: CGI roaches climbing.
Oh my god, it was horrible, dude. Like it was like some mummy shit. Like when you see like the mummy beetles. Yes, it looks like that, but worse.
Oh, 10 times worse.
Like they have a shiny glaze to them.
It goes.
Yep.
And she finally perchances on the cult, but it's all a fever dream because we don't know what's going on, what's real or not. They're all surrounding her and like just like doing their culty thing.
Yeah, and I think
then she wakes up in her
apartment. Do they stab her?
That's what we don't know. What's real because she finds out she's been stabbed like through the chest.
Oh, so here's the thing: the guy actually has to convince these people to kill themselves, so that he brings them back.
Yes. Through making out.
Yes, he has to stick his tongue down their throat.
Tongue action.
Doesn't matter if you're a dude. Like he just goes for it. All right, yeah, whatever, man. Like they were ahead of their time.
I will revive you no matter.
I don't care. I'm sticking my tongue down your throat and reviving you.
So surmise that she was revived, like she killed herself or something, and she was revived. And she wakes up and she's like, "Oh, it doesn't feel right." And she has like a knife in her chest. Yes. She can't pull it out, so I think she like knocks it out. But she can't close the wound, and she doesn't want to go to anyone to
to
suture that up.
I don't know why.
No, don't forget that, Oscar. Just get some gauze and just wrap yourself
in your white t-shirt.
In your white t-shirt while you're dripping blood, and everyone's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, by the way, as she's walking out of the hotel, she's dripping everywhere,
blood, and she wears a white top and a brown shirt, and even a coat that doesn't fully go over because it's not a button-up coat. So she has to like kind of hold herself like this, and there's just blood dripping out. And you're like, "What are you doing?"
Like literally, like I don't know.
Go to the hospital.
What is this character's motivation?
Because it's not like Oscar said. It's not like she's like, "I have to get to the." She's freaking out. Go to the hospital.
Yeah, like dude, and also go home.
Go home. You've been stabbed.
You've been stabbed, and you're still trying to.
What's going on with your body? This otherworldly thing.
So, by the way, where is Pinhead?
The Pinhead's asleep. So
like there is no Pinhead. Like in this entire sequence of stuff.
Then she's freaking out, and she does go back to Sex Train. And when she gets on it this time,
this time when she gets on it, and like she goes on it, and of course, like stuff is happening. And as soon as she like turns around and talks to the guy, everyone on the train is dead, including the kid.
Everyone's dead.
Everyone is dead.
They don't discriminate. Everyone is dead.
Which, by the way, once again, this is a public train.
Yes,
people see it.
There are cops walking down the corridors,
and it's like, and it's not like they ever established this is like a ghost train, or whatever.
Like this is people see this train.
Yes,
they notice.
They see the train, and then like
we don't know what's real.
She gets out of the train. She starts freaking out, and the officers like try to take her and
hold her down
because the evil sex train isn't what tips them off.
No, the woman's screaming though.
Yeah, it's disturbing everyone.
The other patrons,
not the dead ghost sex train.
That's it. It's the dead ghost sex train. Only when we do these movies. Because how does she get out of it? Like they let her go. And then I guess she still has the vision of the girl, the dead toilet girl, who's now alive.
And I think it's the girl leads her to, and pretty much I think
she keeps having these.
I think she tries having an exposition dump, but it just doesn't land because I was still confused.
Because she's telling her about we're the Deaders. Dumbest name ever.
Horrible name for a cult
and a movie.
Yeah, if you came up to me and said, "Join us, we're the Deaders," I would just laugh at you, spit on you, and then immediately just turn away from you.
Because I think she goes to an asylum.
Yes, she was at the asylum,
and she has more visions of her father.
Yeah,
and at first we didn't know what the heck was going on. We thought it was the landlord guy because he looked
very similar. Maybe she's like actually Romanian.
Might be because. Then we find out that it's just terrible, and that's where her trauma comes from.
Like she got essayed.
Essayed her.
And abused her and shit. And
it's terrible.
And that's why she's a drug addict, a hot drug addict.
So she keeps going, and I think she gets knocked out and wakes up on the bed where everyone's being like
where everyone's surrounding her, and she sees pretty much all the people that have been haunting her, like the sex train guy.
Everyone's there,
and they've all been revived.
They have like bullet holes,
and because for some reason it has to be her.
Yes. She's the one key for out of everyone. There's like 10, 15 people there, but she's the key.
She's the key. So for some reason, this is the plan that this cult leader had. This convoluted ass plan. So apparently, this guy thinks that in order to open the lamin and control the Cenobites, he has to have someone that is so traumatized that they take their own life. And he uses his weird reviving power.
Weird Marchand voodoo.
Which they don't explain.
They never explain. You can just do that. You just learn that.
Yeah, you just learn that
somehow. Apart from the hell stuff, you can just learn bringing necromancy.
Yep, and he literally he has to bring them back to life, and then
immediately give them the lament.
And they open it, and then he can somehow control the Cenobites that way.
Which what happens is that's what they do. She's freaking out. They give her the thing. And then she's like, you know what? I'm going to open it. And she opens it.
Yeah.
Pinhead comes out, chatter everyone. And Mershon, the evil Mershon, because he's the only evil one.
Yeah. And by the way, they don't really. I don't know. Do they reveal it earlier that he's Mershon, or like at the very end?
Just
right?
at the. We didn't know. We
because that's how they tie it into everything.
He's like, I'm whatever Mershon, and I want to control the Cenobites. It's like my family legacy, and I want to control the box.
Which you just
like
fucked your family legacy.
Why is it so hard to open the box for someone who wants the box wants to be open?
And pretty much any idiot before this was able to open it.
Can open the box. The box wants you to be open so it can drag you to hell. And surprise, surprise, that's what Pennon does. He's like, hey, what's up? Starts harpooning everyone, all the debtors.
Like not even like individually, like just
boom,
all
in a line.
Because they're all in a line.
Yeah, for some reason. Boom. Rips. Same thing we've seen in 4 movies now. Oh no, this is a terrible mistake. What have I done? Rips Mershon apart. But then they're coming for her. They're like, now you, Amy. And this is like me and Oscar have been saying as we finished up these movies. What are the rules? Because she then commits suicide to get out of this. She stabs herself and dies.
Yeah, that's what happens. She kills herself. So she doesn't get taken.
No, she shoots herself.
But the thing is, what is the rule? Like, don't they? Because they torture your soul.
And I'm pretty sure suicide would send you.
Yeah, no. I mean, if they're going by biblical stuff, then yes, suicide sends you straight to hell. So she's going to see them anyways.
Yeah, she's going. Yeah, that's what happens.
And it's just like, wait.
Because that's what happens is when she does that, Penn's like, no, my plans have been foiled. And like the whole place catches fire.
Yes, for some reason.
Up in flames. And it's like, then it's the aftermath. Yeah, they're this like pale white shirt guy.
I think the only thing I've seen this guy in was From Hell. He plays like a doctor in From Hell.
From Hell, of course. Because that's the end. Like, I guess to get out of hell, just be off yourself before.
I mean, that's it.
That's according to these movies, that's the rules.
And it's like, and then also they try to do this thing where it's like they try to repeat what happened because the guy still has a tape, and he gets a new hot reporter. And he's like, hey, check this shit out.
Go check it out because they show you the aftermath. It's like there's a fire and a bunch of bodies and everyone.
Yeah, and he's watching this news, by the way.
And he's watching the news. And like, And he's like, hey, you new girl, go investigate. Because we're like, is he a Cenobite? Is he an evil hobo?
Yeah, like,
it doesn't seem
is this like a Ring situation? Or
and yeah, that's it. That's the movie. And you're like, okay, so she didn't get killed. She escaped. Well, she died, but I guess, I don't even know.
I don't know.
God's like, good job.
God's like, you did good, girl.
By ending yourself, you didn't get taken by the Cenobites.
Good job, girl.
They were foiled.
Oh my God!
Even though this other girl's going to investigate and meet the same.
So if you want to get out of Hellraiser stuff, just kill yourself.
As we'll see.
I don't know. Maybe I should have done that so we didn't have to do this.
As we'll see as we get to these next movies.
Oh man! I mean,
so that's 7.
That was 7.
So we're in 8.
Hell
World.
Let me see if. Yeah. Oh no, it's still on fucking Pluto. Which has way more commercials than anything. Like
that's more painful.
Well, it is because it's what you call it. It's
Amazon and Pluto's commercials are like 2 minutes each.
Yeah, and not only that though, Pluto is like it's like TV.
5 seconds.
No, it literally replicates how TV is.
Yeah.
But I mean, once again, don't pay for this. Just don't do it.
So it's like $2, $1.74.
No,
don't pay for it. It's not worth any money.
That's a coffee or something that you could buy.
Anything. That's change you can keep.
That's a shitty beer from the bodega.
That's giving that to your kid or son, nephew. Giving that to them for them to get a gumball.
Yeah. It's every time you have the urge to pay for a Hellraiser movie, go put it in a jar and save it for your kid's retirement fund or some shit.
That's a Snickers or a Twix right there.
Yeah, for real. That is way more pleasant than this shit. Oh my God! Because now we get into Hellraiser Hellworld.
We get into Nokia. I Know What You Did Last Summer.
/
House of the Dead.
House of the Dead. Saw.
Oh gosh.
This is a mishmash of different fucking games. By the way, all still directed by the same guy. Rick Boda is a piece of shit. Rick Boda should never touch another movie again if he hadn't offed himself already from doing this. Maybe that's what happened. He had his Lament configuration was like, you have to make these movies.
No, I'm done. No, one more.
No, one more, please. And it's oh my
God.
How
did they get these people?
So
this is early.
This is also just as confusing as the other ones because the way they tie the Hellraiser thing into this is that it's a game.
Yes.
Like it's an online game. And they know about Pinhead. They know the whole lore behind the Lament configuration, which, by the way, she's the main girl says it weird.
Back to back. 7 and 8 came out back to back.
No, they did.
They did.
Oh, my God. What you call it?
Same year.
The main chick, Catherine Winnick, who plays Chelsea.
You know her from, like, Vikings. Mm-hmm. Showtime, Vikings.
Oh man, there's a few other people in this movie where you're just like, what the fuck?
We'll get to that.
Oh, we'll get to that. I'm not gonna reveal it now, but like she says it really. She says the Lamont configuration or some shit.
She's Canadian.
Oh yeah, it's that Canadian affectation. I don't even know if I want to hit the beer yet.
She might soon.
I might. I think I'm gonna save it for the next.
It starts with some guy, in his like cabin or something, just digging a hole.
Yeah,
and he's all scratched up from all like.
Which, by the way, you can absolutely tell this is he opened the Lament, or he's about to do some ritual
or something, and he's just screaming like, ah!
And then it just cuts. And then it cuts to a whole funeral procession happening with his friends.
For him.
Yeah, for him because he died. Which is obvious.
Yeah.
And it's like I Know What You Did Last Summer kind of Final Destination kind of thing.
They're all there weeping and mourning,
and they're all like,
one friend's like, this is your fault. This is our fault.
Yep. Like we should have been there for him and blah 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 blah. And they're like, no one, they always have the one friend that's like, this isn't our fault. He was gonna do that shit anyways.
What could we have done?
Yeah, seriously.
Like, literally, I know what you do. That's like, what could we have done?
Yep.
And then they have to, because it's like, oh yeah, this is a Hellraiser movie. We got to do something. So Catherine, Chelsea goes up to the thing, even though it's a closed casket.
Oh yeah, because you don't do that, Carl. You don't go up to a funeral and it's closed casket
and open it,
and you're like, oh, that's fucked up.
It's a closed casket because he set himself on fire.
Oh,
that's Andrew. Opens it and smooches.
And then the priest is trying to wrestle Andrew away from it. Stop it! I have to smooch him. I have to smooch him.
Because I was like, why did she open it? Because
one for good luck.
One for good luck. She opens it and there's a charred body in there, and it grabs her for a quick, pointless jump scare.
Oh yeah,
and
because that has to happen.
So she wakes up and it's like a time frame 2 years later, 2 years after the funeral, and
insane that it's 2 years after it. And when you get to the plot,
what happens? It's like, okay. So she hears a knock at the door. She opens the door. What does she see, Oscar?
She opens the door and there's a guy in a mask.
Well, we think we just see Chatter. This is Chatterer face, and she's like,
and you think,
and she's like, Mike, what are you doing? And then he pulls off the mask, and who is it, Oscar?
It is none other than Henry Cavill himself, a twink Henry Cavill. Because he is not ripped in this one. By the way,
like
this is the most. This is the most emotion he has on his face in any movie I've ever seen. Because he's being goofy. He actually is acting,
goofy, laughing it up.
He's not wooden in any shape or form. And the thing that kills me is that is a direct, almost ripoff of how they opened Scream, where the boyfriend comes in, scares her.
That's exactly what it is.
That Scream.
Like, she's like, Chatter, oh, stop messing with. So what we're establishing in this world, people know about Hellraiser.
Yes.
I don't know if it's a movie. We don't know what it is,
because
it's a video game.
Because there's a point also where it's a video game. And then it's supposed to be a game that all these guys play together. And for some reason, this game drove their friend crazy.
Andrew got too into it and he went berserk and he lit himself up.
Yeah, and which I'm just like, okay, I've never had that.
There's no video game.
No, there's no video game that does that to anyone.
And like we said, this will make even less sense when we get to what the actual plot is.
But then also, not for nothing, like I was saying, the friends are also like, they all play the game together and they're playing the game currently. and one has a pinhead shirt like this, just a pinhead shirt, just on the back.
Have these shirts.
And it's like so wait,
props.
is this universe in this universe? Is it just a movie or just the game?
Just the game, just a movie,
or is it based on like the events of what happened in the other movie? Like
because their Goth's friend. It's like if you play the game, like I got an invite for this, and if you figure out the lament in this game, you get an invitation.
Yeah,
and you're like, oh, we have to go. It's like this new rave Hellraiser house that everyone's talking
because
about.
like when they came out with like the new Doom and stuff, they had rave sex parties for them for people that played the game and I don't know, like in like super hard mode. And it's like, oh, you get an invitation to the sex house.
So it's basically her and her roommate Cyborg, Carrie Payne.
Yep.
They're like, we're gonna do it, and then they're like, come on, Chelsea, you have to do it. And even Superman, Henry Cavill's like, come on, you have to do it. It's like, fine, I'll do
like typical
it.
teen bullshit.
Yeah, they're like,
even though they're all in their fucking they're all in like their 20s,
early 20s, mid 20s, and they're like, fine, I'll do it. So they all go to this place. This giant mansion, Hell House, and it's just like a Hellraiser museum. Like there's laments, there's all the movie props from all the other movies.
Yeah,
that's what like. Is this a movie? That's what we were saying.
Yeah, like is this part of a movie? Like is this the lore or whatever the fuck? Like I don't know what. But how is Hellraiser tied to this?
They know all of the lore though. They're like, oh.
It's fucking dumb, dude.
Butterball, Cheddar. They
know all the Cenobites,
and then Cenobites. They know.
And who is the curator of this entire thing?
Oh,
none other than
Bishop
Lance Henriksen. Because this motherfucker will do anything. He probably got paid with a lunch and like $50 and like a gift certificate to like Target.
They were like, which is hilarious for us because it's like our first review
ever.
Mimic.
The Mimic series.
Lance was in Mimic.
Lance was in the third Mimic. The Mimic Sentinel.
That's what's Sentinel.
Mimic Sentinel.
And this was like the next year afterwards, Hellraiser. So
that's insane.
Hey, Lance, I know you just did Mimic. You got nothing else
You did Aliens, Lance. And it just went downhill.
You did Aliens.
You did Aliens.
What are you doing
You're
here?
so much better than this.
But that's the thing. They finally got him. Remember, in the research, they originally wanted him to be Frank.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
But he had other stuff.
Yeah, thankfully.
And now they're like, we got him in this one to be some random
to be
curator host of this hell party.
Which it's like, so once again, and also it seems like
they meet the other friend who's like still guilt tripping them, like, Jake's here.
And he's being like a stick in the mud about the whole thing.
And he still doesn't like his friends because of what happened.
So, and like, I assume like, so he invites them in and he's like, all right, let me give you guys a personal tour. I guess they're the new people that were
people
invited.
And they won the contest or whatever.
Yeah, and I guess everyone else at the party had already done this.
And they're all just chilling.
Because I was wondering, like, why is he only focused on these people?
5 people?
When there's a ton of random people just partying. There's just chicks with their tits
like
out.
100 people at this place, and he just focuses on you guys.
Yeah, which is a little odd.
None of them red flags. None of them even sort of get those.
No, and even after this, like one. So like he invites them into his personal chambers, and they see all the rare props and stuff that he has,
babies in jars
and shit like that, and he's like letting him drink his whiskey
tarot
and stuff.
cards and all that stuff, and like Henry Cavill sees like it's kind of dusty, and goth chick and it just sprays
perfume in her face. Oh yeah, because you know what? You don't know what's in that bottle, you dumb bitch. like it could have been bleached for all you knew. Like,
because then Cyborg is like, that's a weird smell, and just put a pin in all of that, because then Catherine is still kind of weary. She doesn't have red flags, but she's like, yeah, this is all right. Like,
yeah, because he's also one of those
kind of feels bad.
Yeah, because I think she was dating the guy that was. That's what I gathered. I think she was dating the guy that killed himself. So she's like,
not Superman. She wasn't dating Superman.
No. She was dating the guy that killed himself because there's a conversation between her and Superman.
Yeah,
where she's just like, it's been a year. Like you could date again because he's trying to get with her hard.
Yeah.
Even though at this point, like when they get into the party, because I thought the two roommates were dating, and then they're not dating. No, because they're
literally getting goth chick. Not dating.
No, because like it's like literally as soon as the guys get in, it's like any other movie. They have erections just pointing in every direction, looking at every woman in that fucking place.
No red flag because we don't know what's happening, but she's still averse. And then Lance Bishop just grabs her arm and shoves a pin into her arm.
Not a red flag.
She starts freaking out, and he's like, "Stay away from me!" And he's like, "What's wrong with you? I'll stay away from you."
Which, by the way,
and you're like,
when you later find out, not to like jump too far ahead, that he actually did that.
Yeah.
So like,
actually stabbed her.
How
what happened in that instance where everyone's just cool, like back to the party?
And not only that, if I were her, I'd have been like, okay, I'm fucking leaving.
Yeah, I'm out here. This guy just stabbed me.
Yeah, even if I hallucinated that.
What did he stab me with? What kind of AIDS? What did he stab me with? Like, I'm out of here.
Like, but no, they go back to the party
and he shows them, what is it? A wall of masks.
Yes.
Wall with the number on it.
And then they have Nokia phones.
Because I was like, how do you pay for the movie?
Of course, it's Nokia phones. Nokia is the biggest villain in this entire fucking movie.
Nokia is
Dimension Films and Nokia
is the lament configuration.
And by the way, I'm like watching. I remember having that phone.
Yeah,
when I was a kid. Yeah, we all had that phone. It had Snake on
ourselves, Bo. You had Snake.
Yep,
you could call you had 5 numbers in it. Your house, your mom.
You had if they were text. If you could text, you had T9.
If you could text, you could only text before a certain time. No, after 9 o'clock.
Or you had to pay for it.
You had to pay for it. Yep. And that's the phone of choice here. They're like,
yep.
He's like, you have a bunch of masks. Grab a mask as a matching number.
Yep.
And if you see someone you want to get down with, call that number.
It's Nokia Eyes Wide Shut.
Yes.
It's what this
is. Said. I'll show you the guys that text. Nokia Eyes Wide Shut.
That is what this is.
So they get their mask. Everyone starts splitting off, trying to enjoy the party.
Yes, because that's what happens. Everyone has to split up.
Jake's just being a stick in the mud the whole time. But he's like, he came here because a girl, like one of his online girls, like invited him.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't have come otherwise, even if they told him to come. Because he had to get dragged here somehow. And we'll see, like, what was the plot of that? Was it that someone who did that?
No. I think it might have been.
I
think it would. No, you do.
I was like, was that real?
Though? Oh, that's a good point.
No.
Well, here's the thing too. So, like, I mean, once they get into it a little later,
yeah, that's how they confirm that they're not, because she calls Cyborg's mask, and he's like, oh, I just wanted to make sure this works. Have fun with other women.
And by the way, he's like laying down the worst game possible trying to get these 2 girls. I'm like, dude, you're not getting laid at this party. I'm sorry. Like, I am not good with women, but I know that he's terrible with them.
So yeah, so she goes into just an abandoned room for some reason. She's not wanting to talk to the guys. Just goes into a room, and it's all covered in drapes and like all dusty. But she starts uncovering it and sees different stuff. Like Oscar said, like saw traps. Like, why?
It was a saw trap. That's exactly what it was.
So she sees a chair, like an execution type chair, and she's like, "Oh, this is cool." And she sits down, and then out of nowhere, but did you notice? Like, I feel like she could just break the thing or just slip her hands out.
Oh yeah, it looked very loose.
Breaking the form, it looked very loose. But it like locks in. And she's like, "What the no?" Please.
And then Lance Henriksen comes out of the shadows.
And he's like, oh, you seem to be stuck there. And he's like, don't worry, it's okay. And and the thing comes over, he's like, no, what are you doing? And he's like, don't worry, it only works if I do this. And then he does it.
He does it.
The thing
and he's like, you can stop it if you just put the pin back in. She gives her the pin, but she's trapped. So
and she's like, no. She's screaming. And then Chelsea gets like a psychic vision connecting her to it.
I guess
because she's like, I think her name's Amy or something.
You know what Amy. I hate though?
And she's like Amy. She's like, she goes right to the door
and then gives up.
Gives
up and just walks away.
And then, which is how bad this movie is the blades start getting closer to her, and then it starts cutting her throat.
Yeah.
Yet she's still screaming and asking for help.
Yeah, even though her jugular is gone. Like you don't hear.
No, you just hear help.
Yep.
And then like next scene she's dead. So Goth Chick first one to go.
Yeah.
It's like not a terrible kill, but it's like screaming while your throat's being ripped out doesn't make any sense.
And it's just so derivative of Saw too. Yeah. I'm just like, this is fucking stupid.
None of the Saw trap. I think Saw was like right around the same time.
And then I think also you do get the glimpse of Pinhead because I think Lance Henriksen turns into Pinhead at some point.
No, I think Lance disappears and then Pinhead just pops up like, oh yes, you suffer, and Pinhead
because he has to be there.
Otherwise, he has to be there, or we forget it's a Hellraiser movie.
Yes.
So every time there's a death, after the death, Pinhead's like, and then slinks back.
Yep, that's actually that's true. Every time that someone dies,
he pops up, slinks back away, and so she's dead. They're none the wiser. Kind of just weird. And then Cyborg is getting jiggy with this girl on the dance floor.
Yes.
But then he's like, I can't breathe. I need my inhaler. Which is such a goofy.
And they also don't establish this earlier. It just out of nowhere. Shit, he has asthma.
He has asthma. And he grabs his inhaler, but I don't know, he's doofy or something. He drops it.
And then he kicks it away.
Dancers kick it away. And he's trying to use like, no, I got to get my inhaler.
And then
it kicks down into the vent. No, it kicks right over the vent. And he's still stupid. I remember because he tries to grab it, like, no.
The classic fumble.
Oh, no. And he's like, oh, no. I need my inhaler.
Yep.
And no one in the party is even registering. They're just all just grooving and dancing.
And you know what I hate, though? Because at the end, it does make sense why everyone's acting this way. But at the same time, it's fucking stupid.
It's stupid. But it's like, but even then, it's like, okay, ask someone else for an inhaler. You think no one else at this party has asthma?
No, because everyone's too cool for asthma, Carl. Everyone is super randomly sexy.
He's doing that, and at the same time, Henry Cavill, Oscar, what's Superman doing? Not on my bingo list for this year.
Henry Cavill managed to mag with some chick, and he I don't know how to put this. He's just straight up getting dome from this girl in the middle of the party.
Put it as gracefully as he can.
Like, I'm sorry,
in the middle of the room.
Literally in the middle of the room where everyone's dancing around them.
Yeah.
And
he's like, "Hey, how you doing?"
And you can just see the mask going up and down on his crotch. And then not only that, he is not reacting to this at all. Like,
I almost choked.
He's not reacting to this at all.
Not the way you're supposed to. When you talk, he's like, "Hey, how you doing?"
Like, yep, this is cool.
This is a party. This is cool.
This is awesome.
And literally just like this. Yep.
And then what you call it? What's her name? Chelsea.
Chelsea goes into a room, gets locked, and she's trapped in there.
And she's trying to call for help. Yeah.
And she calls him, and it's like, "No, you're fine. Listen, I'm gonna get back to
getting dome."
Yeah.
And not only that. Like the mask does a jump scare to him.
It's like a Cenobite jump scare. He's like, "Oh," and then the girl pulls up her face. It's like, "You okay?" Like, "Yeah, I'm cool."
Keep doing your thing.
And then so Cyborg goes down, and it's like goes down all the way down the stairs. He sees it, and he can't get to it.
Yes,
and my fingers can't.
Yeah, he's clawing at it. He's trying to open the vent.
So he like takes his like a scalpel. Because he's in the baby jar ward.
Yeah, the baby jar
that they showed us before, and he finally gets the screws out, grabs it. He feels like, and then they don't even know what to do with this kill because then he like sits back on the gurney, and then out of nowhere, Pinhead just shows up
with a cleaver and just chops his head off.
Have you ever seen Pinhead do that?
No.
It's just like they're like,
because I don't think they could afford the chains right then and there.
Yeah, that's what it was like. Pinhead just chopped.
Actually, no. Does he use the chains at all in this movie?
No, he uses an anchor.
But he doesn't actually use the chains in this.
No, well, he doesn't, but at the very end.
But those aren't even really chains, though.
Chains. Yeah, we'll get. No, he doesn't use there's no hook chains.
There's no hook chains in this.
Hook chains
he uses a goddamn meat cleaver.
He uses a meat cleaver. He just grabs a meat cleaver and chops off Cyborg's head. Cyborg is dead. And then the
By the way, super fucking boring. Like,
yeah, that's what I was like. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
I thought like he'd start like spitting up stuff, or like a baby would burst out of his chest, something. Because we're in that room, so you think it's gonna be something with
Carl,
the
they
babies.
couldn't afford that.
No, that's too much.
All the money went to Lance Henriksen and Doug Bradley.
And Doug Bradley. That's Doug's like, you have to pay me.
By the way, this is Doug Bradley's last Hellraiser
I'll tell
movie.
you that now, I guess. This is his last one. He does not come back.
No, and for his sake, it's probably for the best.
Definitely.
For us, it's pretty terrible.
For us, it's terrible because it makes it even worse to watch. But definitely for the best. So, where are we? Oh, Cyborg's dead, but Superman, Mike, he's like, the girl's like, okay, now you have to, do me.
Yeah.
And they start getting hot and heavy, taking off her shirt, taking off her clothes.
Yeah, because she's got to be topless.
But they're just like going all over the place. Just
somehow she like throws him all over the hallway into the baby jar room.
Yeah, down the stairs, down the corridors, into the baby jar room again. And he's like, I'm ready. And then she just closes the door. And then he starts freaking out because he's alone. And he's like, what's going on? He's like, oh, these are still just props. It's whatever. Yeah. And he's like, he doesn't like try to get out. He's just like, no.
Yeah, I thought he was going to at least go for the door and try.
Even though I'm hot and heavy, I'm done with that. I'm just going to go around.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this looks
into a room I've already been
This looks like my friend, I think Derek is his name, Derek Cyborg's body. And he's like poking. He's like, oh, wait, this feels real. And he opens it and you just see like maggots and guts.
Yeah, his guts are all out and shit, which I'm like, God, I thought he just cut off his head, man.
Cyborg. Yeah, and then he looks and he sees his head in the jar. He's like, no. And he's doing this terrible, like Oscar said, cheesy, hammy acting.
Oh, dude.
And then Pinhead.
Maybe after this role, he was like, you know what? I am never hamming it up again. I'm just going to be stone-faced for the rest of my career.
So, hilariously, Pinhead shows up. And then he's like, get to it on Chatter. And Chatter's like turning the gears or something.
Yeah.
And then the anchor that they saw before, because they saw an anchor. And
they foreshadowed it.
He foreshadowed, like, don't touch that. That's actually has human flesh on it. It's like, oh, cool. But foreshadowing. So then the anchor comes down, stabs him in the back, and lifts him up. And he's like, oh, no.
And he's just like, well, and just, and he just dies.
He eventually just dies. But then, while this is happening, you see like flashes of other things and like see people clawing at something.
Yeah, or like they're trapped in like a box or something.
Trapped in a box and you see dirt and you're like, what is happening?
Yes.
And me and Oscar survived, so it's like, are they already in hell? Did they all just like open the box?
I mean, they give it away where you
building is like a lament or something. We don't know.
Yeah, they kind of what you call it.
Clearly, it's not all real. Is what we're saying. It's like because they keep getting these visions and like flashes of everything, and then it cuts back to them in the house. And so 3 people are dead. Then Jake is like looking for people and none of them are paying attention to him.
Yeah, this is where you kind of like figure out, all right,
something's wrong.
Yeah, something's wrong.
But then he sees this hot chick just like up the top of the stairs and she's like, come with me.
That is the girl I'm pretty sure he was supposed to meet.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the girl he was supposed to meet.
Because he was already down and he gets with her. And like we said with most of these movies, there's secret porns. And so they show us.
Yeah, he's just getting down with this girl.
Getting down, both of them completely naked, just getting down. Has that. Then when he wakes up, she's gone. Right there, yeah, right.
Yeah, she's gone.
She's gone. No one's there. And Chelsea's still trying to communicate with anyone. So
yeah, those Nokias aren't working too good.
No, well, they work, but they only when the plot demands them to work.
That's true.
Because she's I guess she's sensing everyone dying, but she doesn't really know they're dying. And she sees cops outside, so she tries to call the cops.
I keep going with this. I gotta use the bathroom.
She tries to call the cops, and the cops are like, we're looking at that window you're talking about. We don't see you. You're not there. And the cops are trying to, like, Lance is talking to the cops, trying to convince them, like, yeah, nothing, it's on the up and up. Nothing's wrong in this party. And like, oh, yeah, sorry for bothering you, which makes no sense. But I'm like, why didn't she try to break the window or get out or kick in the door? As we'll learn later, she does have some sort of kung fu skills, but she never uses them until the very end. So I think it's just Jake and Chelsea. And Jake then sees Chelsea in a thing, but he also sees. Oh, that's when he starts seeing the Cenobites. So he starts seeing them, and he's freaking out. He's like, "What is happening?" I think he sees the Terror Twins and a few others, and then he goes into a room and he sees like the reflection of a Cenobite, and he turns to stab it, and he sees that he stabbed Chelsea in the heart instead, and she drops down and she's dying. But then at the same time, his Nokia phone is calling him, and it's from Chelsea, and he keeps looking at it, even though Chelsea's dead in front of him. He just like drops her and picks up the phone, and she's like, "What the hell, Jake?" And he's like, "I'm telling him like he thought he killed Chelsea." But then she answers the phone. He calls her on the phone. He's like, "What the hell?" He's like, "I just killed you." And she's like, "What are you talking?" She doesn't get any alarm for anything.
Nope.
Because she's like, "What are you talking about?" It's like you gotta get me.
I literally thought she was gonna be dead at that point too. I'm like, oh, okay, she's dead. All right, I don't know.
He killed her by accident. But then they finally reconvene. He gets into the room, and they start hugging. I'm like, I guess trauma bonding. Oscar's rolling his eyes
because it's like it just happened.
It just happens.
Like so, there's no there was a would they or won't they thing going at all before
they had
this?
Like very little connection besides them being friends with the guy with Andrew. So then this is like when Lance just was coming at them, and it's like, oh, and then that's when he finally figures like it's his dad, and you figure out that Lance was Andrew's dad the whole time. And I'm like, so how close of you guys were friends if you didn't know what his dad
exactly?
Was like?
Thank you. I was literally about to say that. Like, listen, you've been friends with him for how long? He didn't show you a picture. There's a picture of him.
Yeah, but I'm like, even if you weren't that close, you at least describe perfect stopping.
Yep. I mean, she's hot. I'm not gonna,
Like, if this is your best friend, you would know what their
at least their dad looked like. He would have shown you a picture or something.
I don't know how. We don't know how long they've been friends, but it seems like they were that close.
Well, they literally kept saying, "We're his family. We're his family."
Yeah, the only pictures we see are with Jake or his dad.
Yep.
Those are the only two pictures he has. Not even of anyone else.
I'm not gonna lie.
Not even of his girlfriend.
Nope. And I thought for a little while too that they were brothers.
Yeah, I thought they were that close. That's what my.
The only he was acting,
we see are those two.
Yeah.
So Lance is just like trying to like, yep, you've caught me, you revealed it. So he keeps stalking them throughout the house. Then Chelsea karate kicks him over the banister, falls through
like a straight up like roundhouse kick. And I think they try to kind of establish she knows how to fight or something because she does this weird hand move with some guy that was hitting on her.
Yeah. Oh, this guy at the beginning, we skipped over that real quick. Tries to hit on her, she grabs him, puts him in a hold,
and then
she's like, enjoy the party.
And then lets him go. And then, but like, out of nowhere, she just roundhouse kicks him.
Lance. Did not expect Vikings to kick Bishop over.
Yep, no. And then the other thing is too, like,
and they have to get, because he's at when she kicked him over, it was the entrance to the mansion. So they have to get past him, and he gets up like
jump scare,
like Undertaker jump scare.
Yep.
And like, oh.
Oh my god! And this just becomes, are you afraid of the dark?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Because he's chasing them through the mansion, through the woods, and he even goes boo,
literally boo, and he just starts laughing,
like boo,
and they freak out.
What is happening?
I'm sorry, Chelsea, or Viking. She runs like an idiot. Like if you've seen like in Scary Movie where they're just running, she's going like this. That is exactly how she runs. It's ridiculous.
Because then it cuts to them like not knowing what's going on. They're getting all these visions, everything's turning around, and then she falls, and then there's a hole in the ground. And then he kicks her in. He's like, what is happening? He's like, you guys thought all of this was happening? And it's like, I planned this from the very start.
And then you get the exposition dump of what really happened.
When they went into the party's actually real, which makes this way weirder.
Makes even less sense.
He didn't. This is Lance Hendrick is Andrew's son, father.
Yes,
Andrew's his son. He blames them for. He didn't know how he got all of their names. Maybe Jake's and maybe hers, but everyone. And he blames all of them, even though apparently he's this absentee dad who hasn't seen his son in like 10 years, doesn't have any contact.
No, wasn't at the funeral.
Didn't even show up to the funeral. No. So, but of course he didn't because he needs to be the reveal.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that, and he concocts this 2-year plan to buy or rent out this mansion, make a new game for them to play, to invite them to this thing. Because the caption even says, Hell goes online. Online barely has anything to do with this movie. It's just a vaguely connecting point to get us to the setting of the movie. That's it.
And it's funny because you see the cover for this. You can see that Hell World is digital
it's
writing.
Matrix
digital. A Matrix thing in that.
That's literally as we see.
Yeah, as we're watching
Matrix green digital code. But no, that's barely anything to do with it.
No.
Because as we get to reveal, Hellworld's not real. There's nothing to do with Cenobites. This was all hallucinations.
Yes.
What drug does this to you, Oscar? I was asking you before.
As a man,
shared hallucinations that you dream the same thing or very similar.
Oh, and not only that, he manipulated their visions with Nokia phones.
So he drugged them. He had to drug them at the party because you see when each person got drugged.
Yeah.
Henry touches the drugs tarot card. He drugs them by spraying stuff in their face.
Which also, how does that make any sense?
By touching them and then stabbing her.
I'm sorry, unless it's acid or something. If you touch it, it's not going to just
diffuses into
your bloodstream.
And you're now just gone. You're just
because the way he describes it, it just hit them like that.
Yeah, just hit them almost immediately.
And he was able to just drag them out.
And there's a party going on. No one sees them dragging 5 bodies out.
And he literally says too, after I put you guys all in your coffins, I literally just went back to the party because why not?
Why not?
Which I'm it's still a little weird because all these are younger kids.
Then he got bored and came back outside.
And he's still torturing them and
because he keeps calling them on the Nokias to give them
instructions and move their hallucinations.
To basically guide their hallucinations somehow. So he's well, for Amy, she got so messed up tragically because he wanted them to just starve to death basically.
Yeah, and suffer in the coffins.
But she's ripped at her own throat herself. But what we see is the saw blades cutter. But she's actually ripping at her own throat.
Yeah, trying to get the saw blades off of her.
So that's her death. Cyborg actually does have asthma and then just died.
Yeah, because he had an asthma attack.
But he didn't
get his inhaler.
Because he couldn't get his inhaler because he's just hallucinating.
Yeah,
so he just dies in there. And then Superman just dies of fright.
I threw my hands up when I saw him. Are you fucking kidding me?
Because they didn't know. That's what I'm saying. They just throw their hands up. We don't know how to kill Superman. Heart attack.
Died of fright.
And he just passes out in the coffin.
Yep.
And then it's well, you two, you're gonna suffer anyways. And then she's no, because what she's visioning is Lance chucking the spade of the shovel into the coffin.
Yeah, to hurt her.
Please stop now. And then the coffin completely breaks. He's no. And then the cops pull her out of the coffin. And they have found her. He's you guys have been gone for a few days, which look perfectly fine for having not eaten or drank anything.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I mean, if it's a few days, they would have at least died or be on the verge of death from dehydration.
Dehydration. And I will give it to Catherine. They actually throwing dirt on her and stuff. I'm I don't know how much you're getting paid for this movie. Because Lance is actually throwing dirt on her.
Yeah. and talking shit to her.
Yeah, and throwing her around and stuff. But yeah, so the cops we found you. We had I don't know who called or whatever. It's but we called your Nokia phone in here. It's we traced your Nokia phones to this location and we found you and dug you up. And then at first she thinks Jake's dead because they open all the coffins and you see all the other 3 dead.
Yeah, they're dead.
Dead
as hell.
Jake, and she nudges him and he's alive. He's he just needs some oxygen. He's alive.
By the way, they still look awesome and not totally injured from for being locked in a coffin for days.
Yeah.
Luckily it didn't rain.
And then they're well, he's missing, but we're gonna track him now. Won't worry, we'll find him. And then it cuts. It cuts to Lance just in an apartment. Just sitting there with his son's picture. He's all drinking, sad. And he goes into his son's things, takes off a cloth, and guess what's in his hand?
An actual lamb. Even though he had 6 of them.
He had 6 prop. I guess those are the prop ones. This is a real one from his son's.
Oh my God.
So what they're saying, the reveal is Andrew actually did find a lament. Didn't tell any of his other friends, this is real, guys, or something. No. But what he set himself on fire, so he didn't get hook chained.
No.
So I don't know. Like,
he didn't see Pinhead.
But Pinhead's like he opened the portal to hell by setting himself on fire. What's the rules? I don't know. Because Lance does it. He plays.
But this is what pisses me off. It's like
the world.
It's like it seems like the Hellraiser thing was just kind of a thing for him to use, but then it ends up actually being real.
Because like this is our headcanon. The Rick and the writer are like, oh crap, we got to put actual Hellraiser. It's not a movie. He finds one from his son's belongings, and then Pinhead kills him, or Pinhead's like that, and then again he's just like, Chatterer, take care of him, and Chatterer comes out, slings down a sickle chain like a ninja kunai with chain, and just like whips it around and just chops Lance in half. And it's a bad CGI.
Oh my god, that looks so. If you thought the roaches from the last movie looked bad,
that was
it looked like grapefruit or something.
Bad CGI.
It looked fucking terrible, dude.
But then, like minutes later, the cops come in like, and then the room is just exploded in blood. And then,
nobody
right on the windowsill, you just see a bloody lament configuration. And then there's the mini epilogue of them driving to Miami. I think
this movie didn't want to end.
No, it didn't want to end. It keeps going. They could have just ended it there. But then they have a mini epilogue of Catherine and Jake just driving to Miami, and then Lance pops up in the back, so like, hey, and then but she's smart enough, unlike other horror movies, not keep driving and crash. She immediately hits the brake, and they both look into the back seat. That was weird. All right,
let's keep going, and then it just sort of ends.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this one, I just thought you just put this one.
Yeah, no, because we were already done with the last one, but
because we already kind of did the for Deader, like our review, it's the dumpster fire.
No, that's a dumpster fire. That's 100% a dumpster fire.
But you have to guess the budget for this one, Oscar, for Hell World.
Fuck. Well, the money had to go to Lance and Doug Bradley. Jesus Christ, I can't. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say $1 million.
You just as lost to these poor college kids. $5 million.
Oh,
$1 million.
Oh, well,
they have to pay for that mansion.
Oh my God! What the what?
That's a $5 million.
One location. Sadly, one location. The entire movie.
Office. Yeah, that's it. It's literally her apartment.
Which, by the way, could have just been inside of that mansion.
Could have just been the same thing. Yeah, could have been the same setting.
It could have been inside of that mansion.
That mansion. That's the only setting. Yeah.
Oh,
pretty much.
God, what did that money? Lance Henriksen must have made $3 million then. Doug Bradley made $2 million.
75%. They made the whole together 100% when none of the other cast was paid.
No one else was paid. They did this for the experience.
They might have considered it because that's the end.
Oh, fuck!
And like Oscar said, done in a month, done in a week, because they're just trauma bonded. Because they had no chemistry.
Oh yeah, no, that's it. Like they trauma bonded, and it was at the very end. There was
out
never
of nowhere.
There was never
like,
will
we're
they,
the only
won't
two
they?
alive, so we might as well.
Like it would have made more sense if Henry Cavill was one of the last guys. That made way more sense. But no, it had to have been the fucking stick in the mud shake.
Yeah, and it's like we're the only two alive, so we have to beat.
Oh Jesus Christ! That movie was fucking a dumpster fire too. I'm sorry, that's a dumpster fire too.
As Oscar said, as we were going over it like an hour before the cast. We're just punting all of these into the dumpster.
It's going all in the dumpster right now
because this is not Hellraiser.
No,
the Cenobites are. How do you have the Cenobites as an afterthought in your Hellraiser movie?
Yes, in a Hellraiser movie. And guess what? I will say this about the next one we're about to do, and I am opening a beer for this one. Because we're on Revelations, and this was actually memed. I've seen the meme where it's just like, hey, the guy, like it's like where they show Doug Bradley's, and then they show this new Pinhead, and he looks like dog shit. But you know what, Carl? I will say this about this movie: this is more of a Hellraiser movie than the last bunch of Hellraiser movies that we've had.
For like the past 4 movies, it's just been Fever Dream. What? That was weird. Back to the party, back to my life, back to whatever.
Back to the detective thing that we're doing.
Back to investigating and reporting. At least this one, Oscar said, is actually going back.
It's a Hellraiser. It's an actual Hellraiser.
It's not
movie.
good. What's up? It's not good at all. It's not good.
Oh, not by any stretch of the imagination. This is like Carl even said. This was the littlest Reich or whatever.
Yes. Oh, the Dr. Death.
The Dr. Death puppet master of this series.
Like the one, all in one location.
Yes,
pretty much.
I would say. Well, yeah, pretty much.
80% of 90% of it.
And then not only that, it's like this movie is mercifully. Only an hour and 10 minutes. Because 5 minutes of credits.
Yeah, 5 minutes of credits. So it's like an hour, maybe plus like
so it moves along.
So maybe an hour and 5 minutes.
It moves along fairly quickly. But anything that you need in a movie like character development or
characters
or like a coherent plot, it's all thrown out the window.
We get a plot. It's
I'm telling you though. This is the closest you'll get to an actual Hellraiser movie in all of these Hellraiser movies that have happened since four?
Since four.
Since four?
Since five. Oh, the last 8 movies.
This is an actual Hellraiser movie.
The last 4 movies have just been fever dreams, and it's like the Cenobite to an afterthought.
And it's almost like they were just like, you know what? Let's just do it like Blumhouse and Blair Witch did, and do a partial
found footage.
Found footage.
It starts
movie.
with found footage. I was like, oh no, please no! Don't make a found footage Hellraiser. It's even worse than a fever dream to me.
Oh my god! Because I was worried. I thought it was going to be all of that.
It's like the first 10 minutes. Gracefully, it's only 10 minutes.
It is
because, as we've said, found footage. When stuff goes down, your camera goes off. And even for these 2 guys, the camera should have been off way
so many times.
So many times. Like, what are you doing?
They right out the gate, they show that this kid, these 2 guys, these two college kids are going to Tijuana.
Run away from home and go to Tijuana.
Which, by the way, I didn't realize they were running away from. I thought they were just going on vacation.
I thought it was spring break.
Yeah, I thought that was spring break or some shit.
That's what we learned. Oh, sorry. Jumping in. We learned that later. They ran away from home.
Yeah. And then
we learned that pretty soon. Actually.
Yeah, because it's only an hour movie. and then they go to Tijuana, and then it obviously they're robbed. They get robbed, and then the next cut is them.
Oh yes,
the very next cut.
Not even no interlude. No, very next cut. Dude, what is it?
Nico. I don't want to say the nickname we gave him yet, but no.
Okay. Nico is just shirtless on the ground with a little bed configuration.
And his friend Steve, right?
Yeah,
Steve?
It went from, dude, we got robbed to
it's shirtless with candles around him.
There's no context. It's just immediate, like, weird, like, what? I was like, what? I was like, did I miss? Because did you go back? I was like, did I miss?
No, I just assumed this was shitty. So, I mean, I just let it go.
Because, and then it just cuts to the family. And the family's like, our sons have been missing for however long.
They don't think you're going to say, but it's been a while.
Who mailed them Nico's stuff? Because they have the camcorder, the lament.
That's a good point.
How did it end up at the house?
Yeah, that's a good point. Because also, when you find out where all that stuff was, it's like, who the fuck sent that shit?
Who sent it to them? It had to be the hobo.
Oh God, the hobo, because the hobos are the harbingers of the Lament configuration in these series.
Because then it kind of cuts back to the found footage.
It's just a back and forth where between the family kind of mourning and dealing with the loss, and then then going back to like the found footage where you see what happens to the 2 kids.
Yes.
And obviously like. Nico is like the asshole
Nico
kind of
Steven.
Okay, so Nico is like the preppy asshole.
Preppy,
like
he's the
like I want to have fun. Yes. I want to party. I want to experience stuff.
Steven's more withdrawn.
Yeah,
but it's his best friend, so he's gonna help him out.
Yeah, and he's like, "Yo, we're gonna get you laid. We're gonna get wasted." Blah 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 blah. And then it cuts to them in Tijuana at a bar, and they're both horribly hitting on this Mexican chick.
Yep.
And
they're drunk. They're just hitting the tequila hard.
Like, by the way, I didn't realize you could just buy a bottle at the bar and just pour shit yourself.
And I guess didn't they get robbed? So how are they affording any of this?
Right, I just realized that too. They got robbed. They don't have a car.
They don't have a car or anything. This is
like, I'm sorry. If I lost my car, the first thing I'm doing is I'm going home.
She's watching all of this.
Oh Jesus. And then the guy that you find out that Nico kind of took the Mexican girl from Steve.
Steven, and he's was having sex in the bathroom stall
in Tijuana. By the way, you have like every sort of STD. Like you have ST, you have that. This is where COVID came from.
It's messed up. And he's like, "Oh, you suck, dude. You always do this. You steal it." And Nico's just going at it. And then Steven passes out. And when he comes to, Nico's all squirrely and wiry. He's like, "We got to get out of here." He's like, "What?" He's like, "You must have had a crazy time with that girl." I was like, "Yeah, whatever. Just we got to go. Yeah, we got to go." And he's like, "What are you talking?" I don't know why he lets him open it. Just be like, throw your friend out of the bathroom.
Like, nope, let's get the fuck out of here.
Let's go.
It's not like he's fucking strong looking.
And because it's not like Nico's the eye of the brain or anything like that, because he's dumb as bricks too. So he opens the stall and just sees the girl dead on the toilet. Yeah. And he's like, "What did you do?" He's like, "I don't know."
Which, by the way, they don't really establish. Was it an accident? Did he fucking actually hurt her?
It probably wasn't an accident. I don't know. Or maybe he did.
Because they make him look crazy.
What Nico is, he's kind of like a Frank, so he probably went too aggressive and like smashed her head on.
Yeah, and then it just.
And he's like, "Whoops."
But yeah, it's like, and by the way, the way that they're going back and forth is like as the family's talking, everyone picks up the camcorder
and it's watching the footage of what's going on. Why are they not sending this to the cops?
Which, by the way, this gives you all the clues you need to figure out where the fuck they were.
Where they were.
So why don't they just keep going with this
or go down on themselves to find out where?
Exactly. That would have been a better movie.
Watching the camcorder, like, this is so crazy. And so he smashes the girl's head, and Steven's like, "We gotta call the cops." Like, "No, dude, you're trying to end up in a Mexican jail. I'm not trying to get."
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah. But he's like, "All right, let's destroy the footage." Then he's like, "No, we're not going to destroy the footage because that's the only thing keeping you here because you're also in the video." I was like, "Are you stupid? The footage shows you not killing the girl, but essentially you're the number one suspect. Destroy the footage so no one."
Yeah, exactly. No, it doesn't matter. Whatever.
He's like, because it's like he does.
It would have made more sense if he goes, "No, I want to keep
friends,
that
but
footage."
they're such crappy friends.
Yeah,
I don't trust you enough, so I'm going to implicate you. Even though that implicates me,
I mean, it establishes that Nico's kind of pretty much uses Steve as a patsy and kind of that,
and he's a moron. Delete the footage so no one knows what you did, and even if your friend says something, what proof does he have if you delete the footage?
Yep.
But they're idiots. So they leave, and then they go to a bar. But then we cut back to the family.
And
just looking at the footage.
And the daughter is looking at the footage, and she finds the Lamet configuration.
Lamet configuration there. And she sees all these visions somehow.
Yes.
And that's what I said. She kind of opens it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that part. Yeah, she partially opens it.
Partially opens it. Doesn't fully.
And that's also when, she partially opens it, and then Steve appears out of nowhere, which now kind of makes sense.
And tired and exhausted. That's what I was, because I was like, well, how did it, you were like, how did it happen? I was like, I think she kind of opened it, but she didn't fully open it. It just like, didn't even, they were too lazy to show the full. It just like, and then he's like, "Oh, help me!" And he's like all tired and bloody and bruised. And they're like, "Steve," and then they're like, "Where's our son? Where's Nico?" And they're like, "I don't know. We just have Steven."
Yep.
And he's like, just tired. He's like, "Help!" And they're like,
so they take him inside, and then they start pretty much nursing him and taking care of him.
This is 2012 or something. None of them have cell phones, and none of the phone lines in the house are working.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, because now that the Lamet partially opened, everything gets fucked for them.
This is 2011.
Yeah, no. Someone has to have a cell phone. Someone, especially since these families are like, they are presented as rich.
Yeah.
So they should have cell phones. Literally, the last movie had Nokias.
Yes.
How do they not have like
6 years later? Where's your phones? They're like, the phones aren't working.
BlackBerry, a Sidekick, whatever they had back then.
And then it's like, who took out the phone lines? Steven? The hobo? Who took out the phone lines?
Oh, yeah, because
not only that, their phone lines are gone, but I think they're in like sort of that.
Oh, but then also the cars are gone.
Because I think they're in that sort of like rich area where you have to drive to get to your next neighbor. Like,
by the way, I'm sorry. All of these movies have all taught me just don't have your house secluded from everything because it never works out for you.
Gated community,
like have a neighbor.
Your next neighbor is like a mile and a half away from you. Because you have billions of acres of land. So why?
Why? Because if something like this,
it looks like they're on like some New Mexican ranch. Somewhere.
Yeah, it does. It codes a little bit like they're on a ranch or something. Yeah.
So they're like, he's like, we got to figure out what's happening. And it's like, there's no cars. It's like, all right, look, do you have a gun or something? The Nico's dad says.
Yep, he totally has a gun.
He's like, I have a gun.
No cell phone.
No
he
cell
has a
phone,
gun.
but I have the gun. So it's like, what are we gonna find? It's like, did he get kidnapped? We got to get anxious. It's like, well, he's barely conscious. It's like, we just gotta wait. And then that's because they're kind of tipsy because they were drinking before this at the dinner. And he's like, Steven, tell me where my son is. And he's like, calm down, dude. Calm the F down because you don't know what's happening. And he's like, fine. And then we cut back to what they had. Because Steven and they cut back to the past. Steven and Nico are in the bar in Tijuana.
Yeah, and they're not having a good time.
They're not having a good time. Still don't know how they're paying for these drinks or whatever.
Yeah, because they got robbed of everything.
And then who appears to them at the bar, Oscar?
Oh, a magical, mystical hobo.
Magical, mystical.
That is the theme in these movies. A magical, mystical hobo comes in and just like, hey, man, you guys look like you guys have a good time.
A better time.
This is about experience. This isn't about drugs. This isn't about sex. This is about, something pure better than that shit.
Just all you need is pure sensation. Nothing else.
No, and then
they're at first the coaches are like, no, Steven's like, you're weird, let's go. But Nico's just sitting there like, what
do you got, man?
What
do you got, man? And then he shows him the box.
I got this box. And he's like, what? And he's like, yeah, it's beyond life and death. Like, none of this red flags for them to completely. He's like, it's beyond life and death. It'll give you pleasures and stuff. Because it's like, it'll give you pain. But it's like, you have to know the greatest pain to know the greatest pleasure, right? And they're just like, Nico's like, Steven's like, let's get the F out of here.
Yeah, he's being the sensible one. But Nico is, once again, and this is...
And he's like, how much for the box? He's like, oh, this is always yours, Nico. He doesn't... This is the biggest red flag. I don't know if you heard. He's like, I've been watching you for a while.
Nico. And he says his name.
And none of them register. Okay.
Yeah, fuck it.
And then that's where it cuts to him being shirtless in a room with candles,
and then Steve is recording
it, and he's like, "Why, America?" He's like, "You just gotta record it. Shut up, record this."
And
he's like, "I think I almost got it." And he opens it. He's like, "Oh!" And what's he get? First prize,
Pinhead,
psychic hook, chance to the face, and Pinhead.
Yeah.
And Steven, help me! And he gets ripped to shreds. Don't know why they don't rip Steven to shreds. Because
he didn't open the box.
He didn't open. They don't care. If you're in the room,
that's true. That's true.
But they're like, whatever.
But there's rules.
But there's rules. So it cuts back to the family. Still don't know what's happening. And they're like bring him to his room. Steven's on the bed. And the mom's like, here, daughter, bring him. No, before that scene, which is weird. They keep letting even though they've seen the footage, why do they keep letting the daughter play with the lament configuration, like in the dining room and everything, and she's playing with it.
I don't think the others. I know the mom saw it.
The mom saw it. No, because this is the scene. I don't know. Oh, the video. You're right. I don't know if they've seen it. I think the mom.
Mom saw it.
She saw it, and she should be like, "Give me that." She does it in this scene, but way too late. But because the other dad is seeing the daughter play with things, like, what's going on? It's like, oh yeah.
Oh my God, this is such an awkward scene.
Such an awkward scene is the title of this movie.
Yes,
because she's playing with it and she's getting like all hot and heavy in front of the dad.
She's literally just getting horny, touching his body.
It's like, oh yeah, if you do this, it's like, he's like, how do you figure out? I was like, you just got, it wants to be open. It wants.
And she's like rolling her eyes back and like licking her lips. She might as well just be fondling herself at this point.
Almost, basically. And she's like licking her lips. And the other dad, which made me even the other dad's like staring at her.
So is the mom is like, what the fuck are you doing?
And she sees it. And she's like, go take your soup to your brother and give me that. And then as she leaves, she like caresses the back of the dad.
Of the other dad. And then the mom's like,
what the hell?
What the hell are you? Why did you let him?
And he just sits there like,
nope, I'm just gonna drink my whiskey.
I'm like, but it gets better.
This is
because then she brings the soup to her brother, who's now more like awake, lucid, because he was just out of it.
Yes.
And he springs up. She's telling him like, "Oh, yeah, did you even miss me? Whatever." And he's like, "Of course I missed you." She's like, "You didn't even bring me anything." "Yeah, I did. I brought you the box. That's for you." And she's like, "Oh, I love that box so much. It makes me feel." And she's getting all hot and heavy again.
Okay.
And I'm like, "Oh." and he drinks it, and he's like, I can't finish it. You drink the rest.
Oh my god! And he's literally giving her fuck me eyes the whole time.
And he's like, here's the soup. So she drinks the end of the soup, and he's like, oh, you've got some soup on your lips. And he licks it off. And then
because here I had to message Carl because I'm like
me immediately because we're watching it together, and he messaged me immediately. Wait, that's her brother.
Like they are brother and sister because I thought maybe that was Nico's sister.
I just, silently
yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like no.
Because
and
right
it just gets
there,
worse.
They just snake out.
It becomes Game of Thrones. It's fucking terrible.
It is. It's pretty bad.
And it's even worse later on because it almost makes it okay when you find out what's actually happening.
It still makes it so
and it does, and it makes it even, but it makes it worse for her.
For her, yes. No matter what, she's messed.
Yeah, there's something wrong with her.
He's messed up too, but there's something wrong with the daughter completely. So they make out. But then she hears something and she leaves because he's literally making out and groping her.
Yeah, and then she gets a vision of some shit happening and then she leaves.
She runs out. And then they go into the back because they hear noise in the backyard. And then the hobo comes.
The hobo is there. By the way, the hobo does not come back after this anymore, right?
No.
That is it, right? That's
it.
All for the hobo.
Just slinks away after because he's their harbinger or their herald of the
herald of Hellraiser is the hobo.
Because he's near. I know he's here. But he was in the configuration until the daughter messed with it. They moved pretty fast.
No, it's
even faster than the first movie because they're escaped. He's here. Which also does actually thinking about it, that doesn't make any sense either. I guess maybe that because he wasn't in the box.
No.
So where did he come from? Why did it coincide with her opening the box and him just jumping upon them?
Maybe it was just a coincidence. Just timing-wise, it was a coincidence.
Perfect time. So the hobo shows up, and then Nico's dad is like, "Get out of here! This is private property. I will just blast you."
And she has a shotgun, no cell phone. It's a shotgun.
It's no cell phone, but a shotgun. And then the hobo doesn't even do anything. He just says "Oh, we're gonna get him," and then he just shoots him. He just murdered someone.
Yep.
And of course, turns his back. The hobo, because he thinks he's dead.
Always double tap.
Always double tap. That's what we say. Always double tap. Nope, no double tap. So the hobo gets up, takes out a carving knife, grabs the dad, and the other dad just standing there
doesn't try to help him, doesn't do anything.
He's watching his friend getting his face carved up. He's
by the way, they love cutting off faces.
Yeah.
They love ripping off faces.
From now until the end, we're getting a lot of faces peeled off.
A lot of faces getting peeled off.
And that's we're so desensitized, even just in going through live watching horror movies, but even more so in this series.
Because it just gets
just
stupider and worse.
Yeah, I'm like, you got to do something else.
It's either got to be faces, the hooks,
or hooks,
skinning.
That's it. That's the three things we get: faces, hooks, skinning. And so he's like, oh, and he leaves. At first, I thought he was going to leave the friend because the hobo does that.
He pretty much almost does.
Yeah, and the hobo does that and then slinks away into the darkness. And then he grabs his friend, but he leaves a shotgun just out there. Even though the hobo's not dead, he leaves a shotgun, and he's like, "We gotta get him inside." And Oscar award. I immediately texted him when we're watching this scene. Oscar award-winning performances from these.
Oh family. My god!
He's like, "Oh my gosh, my husband!" And he's like, "Oh," like his face is all scratched
and he
up.
dies, right?
Yeah, he dies
from shock.
Yeah. He's like, "Uh-oh." He's like, "No." I'm like,
just overacting like a motherfucker.
Oscar.
While she is overacting, what happens next is that
hilarious.
It's retarded, Carl. Okay, let's use the proper word for this. It's retarded. Okay, because what happens is
Steven grabs the shotgun from outside and he's like, "Oh, good, you got the shotgun, son. Bring it here." Okay,
which you saw coming from a mile away.
Shoots the dad.
Point
Steven
blank.
Shoots his own dad.
Yes.
Point blank. He should be instant dead.
Yeah,
because
it's a fucking shotgun.
It's a shotgun.
There's a hole right there, and
he's like,
which by the way, he's not screaming.
No,
he's not call a hospital.
Help.
Nope, he's just on the couch because they put him on the couch, and he's just talking normal.
Talking to him is like,
"Why, Steve?
Why did you do this?
Why did you do this to me, son?"
And I'm like, you should be gargling blood.
Yes,
and just dying. There should be nothing else. But he's sitting there like he got hit in the foot.
Yeah, it's just like, son, I am so disappointed in you. Why are you doing this to me?
And then the huge reveal because he puts everyone in the couch like the end of like Strangers or something.
Yeah, like this is the exposition.
Exposition is like, oh, you think I'm Steven? I'm not Steven. And it's like, Nico is like, hello, mother.
Which, by the way, so we called him Frank Jr. Pretty much the most.
Basically,
He's Frank Jr.
Frank the Third.
Yeah, Frank the Third, because like just the way he acts, what happens with him, because they reveal what happens.
Yes.
So like Steven being completely like traumatized and shit.
Yeah.
He's like going around, I guess, banging hookers.
Yeah, he's just grabbing Tijuana women and just bringing them because. He gets Nico out of there, but he's been flayed completely.
Once again, because he doesn't get the hooker by
he doesn't get him out. He gets visions of him at first.
Yeah, and then he
because
the box is pretty much telling him, "Oh, kill her."
So while he's going at it with her, he grabs the box and then Bachelor's like, "What are you doing?" And he keeps bashing her, and then she's dead.
And dead.
Instantaneously, Nico pops out
of the mattress, just like in the other movie.
Too. Like
once again, this is the closest to a Hellraiser movie that you're gonna get. It's Steven terrible.
He did no even. He's like, Steven, I need more. I need flesh. Get me more blood. Just immediately.
And then I guess Steven, being the cuck that he is,
just keeps getting
hookers
and killing them
until finally he's like this is the last
Constitution. He had to at least stand up and. Like
because like one of them ends up having a kid,
and then one of them has a kid, and like we're gonna go. I think the director and everyone looking like we're gonna go extra dark because he's like I can't. Steven, that's what Steven's like. I'm done. I can't do this. There's a kid here, and he's like, fine, I'll do it. So he bashes her, and then you hear the kid crying, and then you hear bam, and then the kid stops.
Yeah, crying. You just hear the kid stops crying.
Yeah, ooh, dark. But then he's just like Steven's just broken. He's like, I'm going home. I'm gonna call mom. Wire me some money and just get out.
Which you should have done when the car got broken into.
Should have done that. Yeah, days before this. But who cares? Because you guys are idiots. And he turns his back to his friend, who's this otherworldly flayed demon man, and he's like, no, you can't leave me. He's like, I've given you everything. I'm basically giving you the shirt off my back. He's like, you can't leave, and he knocks him over the head.
I don't want your shirt.
I don't want your shirt. I don't want your shirt. I want something else. And then. Which even crazier is Steven still alive.
Oh yeah,
he's like, help me, and he touches the lament.
And I guess it sucks him in.
And he goes into.
By the way, as this whole movie's going,
how are you still alive?
Yeah, well,
if I rip your skin off,
because the dad died just from the face coming off.
Yeah.
No, but if you get all your skin off, which by the way, Nico like professionally carved all this skin off and then wore it.
Perfectly, and
in the first movie, Frank had to like staple the fucking thing.
It didn't look right, and it was still messed up.
It was still messed up.
No, because they have the same bone structure, Oscar, height,
everything,
and you can just change your voice. You have a voice changer.
Yeah, absolutely. and the thing, so this the entire time also they've been cutting scenes of the new Pinhead. Just kind of hearing the family fighting,
like he's in the box, like he's actually inside, like. It's like if I shook it, like Pinhead, like whoa,
just like that. And then not only that, they were showing the other Cenobites that are there, including a second Pinhead.
Pinhead too, because 2 Pinheads for the price of one I texted you, and you're like, what? And he's like putting new skin on this Pinhead and just hammering it in with the nails. And then there's female chatter.
Yeah, female chatter.
And then the Terror Twins.
But you could get it.
Oh God!
I'm just saying.
And the Terror Twins.
Yes, because there's always got to be a twins in some
faceless.
Yeah, something
like Silent Hill nurses.
Yes,
that's what.
Yes, and then so what happens is that you kind of find out also that this second Pinhead is actually Steven.
Yes, you don't find out right away, but then you realize like it's Steven.
Yeah, because and
it's just hilariously tough. Because, like Oscar said, we keep going back and forth, and this is not Pinhead. Looks nothing like him, sounds nothing like him.
No, this is some Temu brand fucking
Temu
Wish.com.
Even probably lower than that.
Alibaba.
Some other fake website
This is some shit you get off of Etsy from like some autistic person.
From like some completely fake Etsy page, and you just fell for it completely. So Steven's like Nico Steven, Frank Jr.
Frank Jr.
It's just like, yeah, I knew you were sleeping with the dad, which comes out of nowhere, and they don't even like play it off like that.
I think they were trying to give him a reason to have run away.
Evil or something.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you fucked up my family, and now I'm crazy.
Like, I don't want to live the suburban life of just.
Which I'm like, tell me your privilege without telling me your privilege, dude. Like, I get it. I'm in this boring suburban life.
They never display like them having an affair or like him sleeping
nothing
off with her. Like, we can't tell the other.
Like, there's not even like a moment where like the camera sees them glancing at each other or anything.
There's never a moment
like
they're even together. Those two.
No, they're like, and they all look like pretty dedicated partners. Like,
I was like, they look like they're with their partners. So I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. But he's like, we got to put some other twists in the movie. So he does that, and then he's like, and your naughty daughter, or whatever her name, you're a brother kisser. Like,
which, by the way, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong because she did not know.
She did not know that was Nico.
And Nico's her boyfriend.
I think so. I think well, he did basically say, "Yeah, I fucked your daughter."
Yeah,
so it's just
it was her boyfriend.
And which I'm just like, I mean, maybe you could kind of justify it with going like, "Oh, she kind of sensed it wasn't her brother and still did." But I'm like, no, it's clearly supposed to just be your brother, and you still went for it.
Yeah, it's just so gross.
Oh, man.
And so he's like, he forces her to open. He's like, you know what? It's just like, now I'm gonna make a bargain. Open that right now. Like, no, open it. And he has.
Which, by the way, I'm sorry. You only person that's ever been able to do the bargain is Kirsty. No one else has been able to do this.
And why do you ever think they're going to bargain with it? It's like, okay, I'm gonna kill you anyways.
Yes,
and then kill them. Like, what bargain?
Yeah.
What do you have to bargain? You have nothing to give them.
Yeah, exactly.
So why would you ever open that thing ever again?
Yeah. So basically, he's just like, they just go, all right. So I'll trade you them or her for me, so I don't have to.
Pure innocent soul for my soul.
Which, by the way, they don't want pure and innocent. They want a corrupted soul, like you jackass.
They would take a pure soul, but they're like, yours is more moldable to become us.
Yes, and
So the dad
and the dad fucks this all up for everybody.
That's an idiot. So they get they put into the hell dimension. Hook chains finally get hook chains back, and everything's
hook chains are back.
Looking like Oscar said, this looks like Hellraiser. It has tied more to Hellraiser in the past 4 movies.
I mean, this is like if Hellraiser was made by a YouTube group.
That's what Oscar said. If Hellraiser was made on a YouTube budget.
Yes, then yes, this is Hellraiser. This is like a fan movie.
Wait for you to guess the budget.
Oh god! But yeah, this is essentially like a fan movie. This is not a real movie.
This is a YouTube Hellraiser movie, and it already ended for us in there. Because it's gracefully short. So he's trying to do the bargain, and Pinhead's like, bargain? Are you kidding me? So he hooks up Nico Steve, Frank Jr.
Nico Steve.
Like, no, please help. And then the father takes a shotgun and shoots him in the chest. And he's like, nobody's going to kill you, little crap, but me.
Yeah.
I'm like, just let him suffer. He's being tortured by hell. Yet you're going to give him an out? Because Nico's like, thank you.
I just dies.
And then Cenobite Steven, the actual Steven, pure evil now, hook chains his mother. Because like, we'll just take, he's like, you got me, you rid me of my one joy, so I'm gonna take her instead. So he takes her and drags her into the darkness, being hook chained and ripped apart.
Yep.
But then he just lets them go. He's like, you two are free to go. The dad's about to die anyway, so I'll see him soon. And the daughter's all alone because then the dad finally succumbs to his wounds.
Finally, it took.
They did. Hook rip out the other mom's.
Oh yeah, ripped out the throat.
We've almost forgot because it was so nonchalant.
No, it just kind of happens,
and no one even registers it or cares.
No.
So she gets her throat ripped out. She's dead. They come back to the real world. Father dies of his wounds. It's just a daughter. She's crying, and then she grabs the lament configuration again,
and then just stares into the camera
and
like she's about to get horny for this thing again.
Yeah.
And then it just sort of ends.
And it just ends abruptly. That's it. No stinger, no nothing. Like, is she gonna open the box? Why would you open open the box again and again.
Oh, because
they
insinuate, oh, she's gonna open it.
She's gonna open it and do something.
And come back, in the sequel to this awesome movie.
So that's the end of Revelation. I think this is a lot of people's most hated one.
Which is crazy because there's so many. Look, here's the thing. This
it's not Doug Bradley.
This is yeah, okay. I'll say that. Probably because the Cenobite look like dog shit. But like, as far as the other Hellraiser movies, this is the closest you're gonna get to an actual Hellraiser movie. As dog shit as
the last 4 mean Oscars just sitting here just depleted. Like, this isn't even Hellraiser.
No,
it's like no enjoyment.
And here's the thing: it was almost cohesive enough for me to follow it.
Yeah, it was. It's still stupid.
It's stupid as fuck. The budget is dog shit, and there's no real actors in this movie. I recognize one of the dads.
Just the dad, yeah.
And he was in that movie Mayhem that I saw. He was
one dad.
That was it. I do not recognize any of the other guys.
Nope, none of the other actors.
And like
the 5 other actors.
And it's just, and clearly this was done. All right, I guess
this was done in a week.
No, absolutely, if not 3 days.
Guess that bunch.
All right, I'm gonna say for this one, it can't be more than 500,000.
Oh, because at least you won't be that bad now. It's 300,000.
Oh, okay. See, that makes a lot more sense.
Imagine I said 3 million.
Oh, fuck you. I would literally just be like, no, this is a dump. Well, I mean, this is still a dumpster fire.
It's like rotten dumpster fire.
You know what? Yeah, I'll bump it up a little bit more. So maybe just rotten.
Or like rotten garbage water, because at least it's still Hellraiser.
It is Hellraiser. Like
it's YouTube Hellraiser.
Yes, it's YouTube Hellraiser.
This is not. What a weird. None of that.
None of that crazy.
It's just straight up
Memento directing kind of shit that they tried doing. No weird detective investigative thing. No. Until we get to the next one.
Detective. But yeah, it's just Hellraiser. It's a bad Hellraiser, but it's still Hellraiser.
It's still more Hellraiser than any of the last movies since 5.
Terrible Cenobites, crappy Cenobites.
And guess what? The effects were practical. As bad as they were.
At least it was practical, not crappy CG. Good stuff. So
like people will probably hate us for that. It's not as bad.
What are you guys talking about? Well, it's like if you guys think about the other 4 movies and this one, it's like a little reprieve. It's like going through the dumpster and finding something that's.
It's like finding a wrap with a little bit of chocolate on it still, and
it's still rotten chocolate, but at least it's chocolate, not just a fire.
It's an avocado pit with just a little bit of avocado left on it.
So that's what that is. But then we get to this one, the final one,
the last one in the canon, I guess. Seriously, you want to call it that?
A reboot.
Yeah, this isn't because it's still the male Pinhead.
It's still male Pinhead, and. Not Doug Bradley. He's done. He's not coming back.
No, he's not coming back.
But we get to Judgment. Hellraiser Judgment. The 10th film. We've been through 10 of these films. The 10th film.
God, we come to the final one, which oh God. So this one. Look, I'll say this. There's actual production in this.
There is.
There is a level of production in this, and
holy cow, the box office is the budget's gonna make you upset, but
well, here's the thing with this, there was I hate to say it, there was some actual thought put into this.
I know.
But
it's still not. It's like it's not a Hellraiser.
No, it's not. This is something else. This could have been
9 Inch Nails.
Yes, this is directed like a 9 Inch Nails music video where
from
it's just
jump.
From the jump. Like you could just see by the lighting, it looks like the video closer where you're just gonna hear Trent Reznor like in the background say, "I want to fuck you like an animal," because especially when you see the credits and how it rolls. This is the best way to describe this is the guy's like, "Hey, do you like 7? Here's 7, but worse." Yeah. And here's a little bit of Hellraiser peppered into it.
7 and worse.
Way worse. And
7 9 Inch Nails. And it just immediately starts a guy strapped to a wheelchair.
Yeah, he gets a package in the mail or to his hobo house because he's a hobo.
He's another hobo. He gets a thing telling him to come to this place to like help him. It's like, we'll help you with what you're going through. So he's like, he goes to that location. opens the door because it's just it's like the Courage the Cowardly Doghouse.
It does. It looks like the Courage the Cowardly Doghouse.
In the middle of nowhere, and he just opens the door, and then he just wakes up in a wheelchair. As soon as he opens the door, he's like, huh? What the? And there's this guy, face carved to hell.
Best way to describe it, like the end of Event Horizon.
Yes,
where you see
the Event Horizon. Sam Neill.
Just
face carved to hell, and he's wearing the shades, and he's just at a typewriter. He's like an auditor. He's like, ding, ding, ding. He's like, just tell me everything you've done.
Yeah, tell me your sins.
Tell me your sins. He's like, oh, I don't. It's like, you don't have to go through this. Come on, man.
We know you fucked up.
We know you're messed up.
Yeah, we know you're fucked up. and
so he's like, I don't want to have to do this. And he takes out the straight razor, and he's like, no, I'll tell you. He's like, so why did you pick up that girl at the park that one time?
Yeah, and then you kind of figure that he's a child abductor, a murderer.
And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to be better. And it's like, fine. I'm glad you're finally I'm glad you're finally opening up to us. All right, now we're gonna bring you to the what's the second guy? Because it's the auditor, and then the other guy is this.
We shouldn't have had snacks before this. Because this movie is just fucking gross, by the way.
Yeah, no. Oh, I know. It's terrible. These movies are terrible.
Yes, they are. And so I don't know what the guy's called, but another person comes in. Yeah. He takes the pile of papers that were all typed up about this guy's sins.
Pours his own dressing.
His own dressing, which it's the tears of children. And he pours it on this, and then he proceeds to just wolf the paper down and eat it. And then after he's done eating it, he presents to start. Oh God, why did I put this on? He starts to.
Can't watch this with anyone else.
No, you can't watch this. And you. By the way, if you're gonna watch this, you should. The assessor. You should not watch this after you've eaten or while you're eating,
or with anyone else.
Because you're just gonna start gagging.
Yeah.
But so he starts.
The assessor starts eating the paper with his child tier dressing.
Yes.
And he's like, "Oh, this is so good." And then the guy's like looking at him in the chair, like, "This is disgusting." And then he's like, "Oh," and he throws it back up into the funnel, into a tube, and the tube goes into the next room, into a trough. And what does he see?
A bunch of hot, skinless women, because they're just topless, but their faces are all fucked up,
messed up,
and then they proceed to start eating from the trough.
Yes.
And then the auditor comes in and goes, "So what's the verdict?" And they say guilty.
They all look at the auditor, guilty. And he's like, "No."
And then he's like, "All right, you got in a guilty plea or whatever the fuck. So now we're gonna."
So you're gonna get two things. You're gonna get a cleaning, and then you're gonna get a surgery. So literally, the next thing to happen is the guy is put onto a table, arms and legs strapped, 3 new naked women and rip off all of his clothes. And what if it do?
Oh, they just proceed to start licking him and spitting on him and it. Like, look, if you have some kind of weird saliva fetish, then you're probably into this.
From head to toe. Mind you, only the auditor and Pinhead look like Cenobites. Everyone else
is just weird bondage shit, like
American Horror Story type of.
Yes, it's just fucking weird and gross. And and then now after she gets cleaned, they clean him,
strip him down, clean him. He's then this like Master Blaster type of thing.
Yes.
If you guys don't know, Master Blaster is like a giant and then a little person on top of a giant.
Yep.
And that's so like, what is the point of this?
What is the point?
The imagery is just 9 Inch Nails.
It is. It's a fucked up death metal music video.
So the surgeon and the butcher come in. It's this big guy, and then behind him is a mini lady surgeon
in a gas mask and a bondage getup.
And she jumps on top of him. It's like jumps on his naked body as he's been cleaned, and then she just flays him, just rips all of his skin off, and then the blood from his now exposed muscle and skin just starts pouring into funnels, and then all 3 of the jurors just sit there and just let blood pour onto their naked bodies.
Yep, and then that's
like what are you? And then that's because that's the cold opening. So then we go to the title card.
Oh God! And this is literally it's very much like not 9 Inch Nails, 7, like the 7.
It's like lights, candles, the typewriter paper being burned, and the auditor in the back still typing away as he's doing like every other person's account.
It's just ridiculous. And then
because this is the cold opening,
I gotta find another remote.
Oh.
I gotta fast forward this shit.
Yeah, he's like, I can't. He's about to end it right now. But he can't find a remote because then it cuts to these two detectives and the Carter detectives. They're both
they're brothers.
They're brothers.
And it's like
at first I thought they were just both named Carter.
Yeah, I thought they were just partners.
The thing,
but apparently they're brothers.
Even though they look
and it's alike. Which is weird because I thought they were like private eyes, but no, they're actual like detectives, like cops. Exactly. And it's of course one is like the straight laced dude, and then the other guy's like
strung out
and like drunk and shit. Which is, by the way, this guy the drunk guy kind of looks like a Temu version of Michael Fassbender, like a shitty Michael Fassbender.
Because it cuts to this girl at her hotel or apartment. Her apartment, and I feel like I've seen this girl before in things.
But probably porn.
No. I don't know who she is, but
what you call it?
She goes to her apartment, but she's acting all weird, like, "Hey, are you in here?" And there's no one responding to you, and it's all
they do.
Your boyfriend or your man or your
They think they do it pretty much kind of state that she's drunk.
Yeah, but even still,
and she's clearly stupid.
So she's doing all this, and it's like it's not funny anymore, even though it's only been like 10 seconds.
Yep.
But then she's like, "Where's my dog?" And then she turns around, and then she gets hit in the back of the head. And she's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, and he punches her.
Yeah, you don't see who it is. It's some masked guy. And then it pretty much just
cuts to the detectives coming onto the scene.
Yep.
Which this was a stupid part, if you remember this. They're investigating, and then she just walks into the room. Doesn't announce it. They could easily just open fire on her.
Yeah, which, by the way, also, it's like, why are they coming? Because weren't they called to the scene?
And there's no police.
There's no police. No investigative anything.
No.
And also, why are they drawing their guns to a site that,
Because they act like they were called in to actually, like, discover something, but someone had to have called this in for them to even know about it.
But also
it wasn't like it was like 911.
Yeah, but also detectives wouldn't get called first. The beat cops would get called in, and then
quarantine everything
and then call the detectives to come in,
section everything off, and then so it's very weird. So then they see the girl dead in the middle of the room on her carpet, and in blood, her blood probably just says, "I am a jealous god," because you're seeing that before.
Oh yeah,
and she has like her credit cards over her eyes, like silver coins, like she's being passed over to the River Styx.
Yeah, because they take credit now with the River Styx.
We're done with the drachmas. We take credit cards. Your black card, we'll take that.
In the next movie, they were gonna put Venmo codes over her fucking eyes.
Another thing is like, how does this work now? You don't need the lament. They just go to his house and you get sucked into hell.
Listen,
there's no rules.
There's no rules in this one. And not only that, is there no rules. The dynamic of what Pinhead even does makes no fucking sense now.
Pinhead is now a boss.
Because once again, like this plays very much
Pinhead
like a Lionsgate
Pinhead is
film.
Corporate. This is corporate.
Oh, yeah, this is corporate.
Yeah, that's why I thought this is corporate.
And I was saying, this plays like a Lionsgate film.
It is a Lionsgate.
Oh, is it? I thought, is it not Dimension?
It's produced but distributed. Like I told you, Lionsgate distributes all of our favorite movies.
Oh, Jesus. No wonder, because like they have a scene where they find the body and then literally they see the stomach bulging. They're
like, what's going on?
Something bursts.
And then the detective's like, wait, she had a dog. He's like, oh no.
Why is that the first thing that came to your head? Because then the stomach opens up and then they pull out the dog.
Pull out the dog.
By the way,
fine.
I was about to say the dog is completely fine.
It
didn't suffocate. It's still
just the sutures are sealed. It's sealed, and the dog only starts warming when they get close to the body. The dog would be freaking the heck out.
Which also, by the way, not only
before that,
not only that, it only starts moving when
they open
up the girl's clothing.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
And by the way, none of them seem to be freaked out by this. They're like, oh, cool, a dog.
They're like, oh, the dog. She's like, it's okay. And so they go back. He doesn't quite, the drunk Carter detective doesn't quite trust her. He's like, why are you here? Why are you investigating us?
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see why he's like this later. And the brother's like, oh, wait, like, we could use our help. It's like, he's like the nicer brother. Like, which he's like, you know what? You guys do whatever. Keep investigating. I got to go to my wife.
Yes.
It's her birthday. But it's like the end of the day.
It's like literally like midnight probably.
And her candle's already out. And
she's like just home drunk.
Flowers.
She's drunk and shit. Like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
He's drunk. She's like, it's fine. So they're looking into all the stuff. It's all like spiritual and scripture and these murders.
It's like fucking Seven.
It's Seven. And it's like he's like giving her like the play-by-play of all the gruesome murders.
And apparently the way that it seems, I think the way that they kind of established why she's there is that they've been kind of doing this case for so long.
They haven't get it done.
Yeah, they want it done.
Just want it solved. And she doesn't really tell them the full truth now, but it's like, we just want it solved. And it's like, if we get a third detective on it, you guys could probably get it solved quicker because, so many people are dying.
Yes. And it's like, and once again, you just kind of, they go through the motions of just trying to investigate this fucking crime. Because, once again, Pinhead isn't brought back in for a little while.
Because was the creepy child guy, like, their informant or something? Because he goes to his apartment, or they heard about him, and he's like, I'm going to go to that guy's apartment.
I think so. I don't remember how they tied it in. Because also, they also
saw it last night. We forgot.
Well, because this movie's dog shit. But, like... Because here's the thing too, like they go to another scene. I think it's before the guy they go to another scene of the crime where they find out that to a playground where the killer has cut off the arms of all these different people and put them in this weird display.
Yes.
Like some True Detective shit.
Yeah. It's like Seven and True Detective.
Yeah, fucking bullshit. But like and it doesn't really amount to anything. It's just a reason for them to show a guy sawing off hands. And could be covered in blood.
Just showing that this psychopath will just like mutilate.
Yeah, and then like they're trying to tie that together, and then the guy, for some reason, goes to the child predator's place, and then finds which, by the way, has a laptop. The hobo has a laptop.
Yes.
Why does the hobo have a laptop?
And it's still stuck. Like the laptop didn't lose power, didn't disconnect.
No, there's still power in the house and shit. Like,
and it's stuck on that, and it's like weird black site. Child stuff, and then the literal just like Google Maps location to where he was.
To where he went to the Courage Cowardly Dog house.
Yep, and it's like black market creepy stuff. Courage the Cowardly Dog. Like,
let me go there.
Go there, and I will not call this in.
Thank you. No backup. I'm just gonna fucking go myself.
Even what we get about this guy, that still doesn't make sense. Why he would just go by himself.
It doesn't make sense why he would keep investigating the way he was investigating.
Actually, why is he investigating?
The entire movie should. Oh my god! But anyway, we'll get into it.
It's
because I don't want to
even think of that.
Yeah, like that. Why is he investigating? Like he knows who the killer is.
But okay, so he goes there, and he's going through the same spiel that the creepy guy did at the beginning of the movie. He's strapped to it. He opens the door and immediately gets knocked out. But like he just, I don't know if there's a sleeping gas at the entrance or something, because you're immediately knocked out.
Yeah.
Don't have to open a lament configuration anymore.
No, he's just there.
Corporate doesn't, we don't have time for you to figure out a puzzle. You got to get to
I mean, they do bring it in, but.
They do bring it in, but they're like, before they get the bodies there and get them ripped to shreds. But we have to go through this whole corporate thing. So we have to go over your sins, then digest your sins, process them
and
for
do
the
whole gross thing.
And the jury has to decide your fate then.
Ooh, KFC has pot pies now.
So he does that. He's sitting in the chair and he's like, you have to tell me your sins. Like, because he says something that keeps coming back. He's like, you don't get to judge me. Only God can judge me, and God is going to judge the good and the wicked. Yeah. He's like, oh, okay.
Keep saying that.
And he keeps saying that. And he's like, that's interesting. He's like, okay, assess this. Assessor eats the guy's notes.
Oh, here's the thing too. When he's doing the auditing and stuff, they kind of make it seem like this guy is a good dude because he's just kind of traumatized from being in war.
He's like, you're pretty calm about all this. Usually people screaming, God, or help me, or why, but you're like oddly calm about it.
You're just like, because he's just like, I do, because the auditor's like, I appreciate that you're not like
trying to lie to me.
Yeah, you're just going with this. He's like, do I have a choice? He's like, no, you don't have a choice, but I do like you're just going with it.
Yeah. It's like, you don't get to judge me, only God, because we get a vision. Oh no, this happens now actually, which is weird, because he does that. The assessor spits up the black goo, which you're like, me and you thought is like because this guy is actually pure. Or
that's what they make you think.
Making the assessor that sick because you're like, this is too pure. This guy's soul doesn't have guilt or doesn't have fault.
Yeah, so it backfires.
And he's like, oh, and the auditor's like these for you guys. The auditor's a scratched up face, just a reminder. He's like, I've never seen this before. This is unheard of. And he's like, it's like, what do I do? And then he goes into a room just filled with light, and you're like, what is happening? And he's talking to this woman, and she's like, no, you have to let him go. And he's like, what? But it's like, no, he's different from all that. You must let him go. So I was like, is this an angel? It's like,
I think, and that's what they were supposed to establish. It is the voice of God.
Yeah, I was like, what is happening? Like, this is God. So there's God's letting all this happen. Yeah, we're watching it right now. You're like, God's letting all this happen.
Yes, God is cool with this.
God's cool with hook chains. Because of like, okay, she's like, let him go. But he's like, whatever, and still gets him clean.
Yes, he's like, you're still gonna get cleaned and judged and all this other shit.
Well, he's getting cleaned as which is again these three naked women just start spitting up saliva all over his body. But the saliva loosens one of the restraints, and he's able to get out.
Which is gross.
Yeah, it's like, because they show you everything.
Yeah, like they're spitting in his mouth.
Like they're actually doing
They're like puking in his mouth and shit.
These women. How much? Because they're literally, you don't even
like you see this kind of shit in like really like gross
this is your favorite one, Mike.
And you really gross Japanese movies where they're just puking in each other's mouths.
You know, the auditor was supposed to be the new Pinhead design.
Oh gosh, imagine if that was it. There was no Pinhead.
That's Smoothie?
He was supposed to be
the Pinhead. They put both in.
That was the revamped Pinhead.
Yeah, but they put both in there when they realized
how stupid it fucking looked.
Gives me a Dr. Weir from Event Horizon.
Yeah, thank you. We literally said that. It's him from Event Horizon.
So they do that. He gets out, and then the auditor's talking to his boss, Pinhead, because Pinhead's
Pinhead got corporate now. He's in manager position now.
He's like, what did you tell her? She's like, well, she sent me to give him away, but I was still going to get him cleaned in surgery, but he escaped. Pinhead doesn't seem too pissed about that. He's just like, whatever.
Well, I think he also realized that he took a Lamech configuration.
Because then there's like, and he took one of the boxes. He's like, oh, he'll be back.
Oh, he'll be back. He's going to come back. Wink, wink.
So he calls his brother. He escapes the place, calls his brother. Doesn't call the whole precinct.
Because, Carl, they can't afford to have a precinct.
Even with what we know about this guy later, still call the precinct. You've never dealt with anything like this. Some otherworldly creatures and a bunch of women just spit up all over you into your nostrils and mouth and everything. First of all, I would never go back to that house.
Yeah, they went back
again. So they went back, but of course,
it's empty.
When they go, it's empty. And the brother's like, "What? Are you okay, man? You've been losing ever since you came back from the war, and everything like that." He's like, "Come on, man. Tell me what's going on?" And he just leaves his brother.
Yep,
and his brother screws off and starts
drinking and messing with the box.
Messing with the box. If you don't completely open it, what does it give you, Oscar? More hell visions.
Yep, just hell visions and shit and. Now he's just like haunted by this. Like he has like a PTSD.
Even he goes to his wife, he goes to bed, has a horrible, horrible dream the Terror Twins,
Yep.
the new Cenobites. They again spit on him, put a mask on him, and
they put like boiling spit on him.
Boiling spit on him.
And like he's trying to like I guess bang his wife, and then
he still gets hell visions while
and pretty much the rest of them. Most of this movie at this point is just him getting visions of shit happening.
He's just the paint on the walls of his brain are peeling off, and he's just gone. And she's kind of revealing now. The other detective, the woman detective, is like, yeah, we're kind of actually also investigating your brother. See, like what if the PTSD, if he needs.
Maybe that's why he's not fucking. Basically, just doing like kind of like an HR investigation. Yes. I'm like, is he able to do his job right now?
Is he on the up and up? Is he able to do his job? And the brother's trying to like vouch for him.
Yeah, which by the way, he literally gets a call right after this, like saying, "Hey, he's drunk somewhere, and I need to take the kids to school. Can you go get him?" Right after this fucking conversation.
Because again, this movie is mercilessly shorter than the other.
It is. Well, it moves pretty fast.
Moves pretty fast. I was saying
because it's an hour and 20, but it still moves pretty fast.
Shorter. Because I got through it really fast. I was like, "That's it." Once we get to it.
Oh yeah, and this is when he starts piecing together some things.
Together, like the book, the titles.
Yeah, because his brother, one of his quirks is that he's always reciting parts from actual literature. Yes. Like Charles Dickens is one of his biggest things. And the Bible and shit like that. And then he doesn't piece it together that the killer is also putting out like excerpts and stuff. And then he opens like one of his brother's books and sees that he's highlighting things that the killer has also put in his stuff.
And so we're getting the reveal as he goes, he gets the other detective, and they go to another location, and they're which is like, why is he doing the investigation? Because spoilers, the drunk brother is the killer.
Yes,
he is the second.
Yeah, because at this point they pretty much start piecing it together, and by the way, it is so clumsily done. Where like the female detective kind of has like a good inkling that something's wrong with him, and then the brother brings up to her like, "Hey, look, he's into literature and shit like that. Like just like the killer," and then.
Brings her to this location.
Yeah.
Knocks it, beats the crap out of her.
Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure it's like they went to a clerk to trace something, and then they figure out pretty much taking him to the brother's lair.
Yes, the brother's lair, like his kill room.
Yes, his kill room, or like his planning station, whatever the fuck he has.
And it just gets worse.
And it's revealed that it's fucking him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
so the brother. The younger brother comes in, and he gets the drunk brother has to draw on him. He's like, put the gun down. He's like, you found my kill room.
Yeah, he's like, how did you figure it out?
How did you figure it out? I went to Google because you kept saying
that was the most egregious part. Where literally he does a Google search, and he one of the passages in the Bible that he uses, right?
And he's like, God can't judge because then he sees it. Because what do they call him? The Preceptor?
Yeah, that's Preceptor. That's the name of the killer.
The name of the killer. And he's like, there's other names for it, like Shepherd, this Preceptor. And then
and then it clicks.
I also never called this in.
No, because no one called anything in.
Because you're my brother.
Oh my God! You see him physically type into Google search,
righteous man, wicked man, Ecclesiastes,
and then looks up teacher, preacher, Preceptor. And you're just like, what the fuck? You are the shittiest detective in the entire world.
They all are. So again, he's like, I'm going to bargain. Why do these people that have escaped hell think going back to hell and trying to bargain
is going to work?
Just never open the box again.
Never go. Don't go to Tijuana either. They'll find you there. And it's like, the thing that killed me is like, he does this because he has, one, the PTSD, and then two, he finds out that his brother has been boning his wife this whole time.
Yes.
And that's what drove him crazy.
That's what drove him crazy. Is he gets the wife there too, and makes them both open the box because he's going to sacrifice both of them for himself. And
that doesn't work, man. That's not how it works.
It's only worked for Kirsty because I think she was actually a good soul, so she could, fight it. And Pinhead can't just take her, so he's like, I'll have to bargain.
Even though they could have
this
fought
is our own headcanon.
Yeah.
They could have just cloak chained her at any point.
I mean, she does this to pretty much the last two movies. Yeah, because in this one too, they pretty much he goes, "Hey, look, I'll trade you these two. Look, they're adulterers, and you should take them." And he's like,
they're evil. That's beneath. That's adultery. That's grade 1.
And then literally he just goes, "You know what? Fuck it." And then he just hooks them and drags them both away.
And he was like, "But you're special. You're a super serial killer. You've killed how many people?"
And then they reveal that the assessor and the jury, they got fucked up because he's so evil that they couldn't handle it.
Yeah, they couldn't handle which is so weird. Wouldn't they love that?
Yeah, I'm like, this is hell.
Yeah, this is hell, right? Wouldn't you love that?
Yeah, wouldn't that
seem like they were grossed out because he's so evil? They're grossed out.
It's like, is it because it's like too spicy or something? They all have acid reflux now. Reaper. Yeah, it's the Carolina. It's the one chip challenge for them.
Oh gosh, where's the milk?
Where's the children's tears?
Children's tears because the same thing happens. The same like the other detective.
So fucking boring.
At least it wasn't a fever dream, at least. But same thing. He's like, okay, now you're getting hook chain. He's like, no, please. And then guess who shows up to help him? Oh, which I didn't. We couldn't predict this.
This is an even stupider twist. This is an even stupider twist.
An angel of God
shows up and goes, "You have to let him go." And you're like, "Wait,
what?
why?"
Yeah, we're like, what?
And she goes, "Well,
because of how evil he is, he'll make other people better in reaction."
So, like, if you really think about it, it's almost like Seven, where the guy's thing actually comes true because all the horrible murders of the sins that he enacted is going to make people not want to do those things.
Not want to do those things.
So that's exactly what they're using him
being
for.
Out there will create a great evil will create a greater good.
That is the plan that God has. God loves serial killers, according to Hellraiser. Because without serial killers, there can't be good people like me and Carl.
Yeah. No, we need serial killers like this monster.
Yep, somewhere
out and about killing more people.
Yep.
So that we can be good.
So we can be good. That's how God works.
People. That's how it works. But Pinhead's like, he's kind of scared, but also like, whatever. I don't have to listen to you.
Yeah, he's literally like,
why did they even let them into their domain? And where's like Leviathan?
Right?
Is he still a thing?
What you call it? They mention it in something like.
Look, they don't ever. We never see him again.
No,
we've never seen him since 3 again.
And this angel's hot.
That's what I was.
That's all I can take away from it.
So she's like keeps threatening him. It's like, you have to send him back. You have to send him back. And they actually kind of coincide. And because he's like, I've been forgiven. He's like, no, you haven't been forgiven.
No, you're coming back here.
You're still you vile murderer. You'll definitely come back here, but
for now we need
actions work in our favor.
And he's like, what the fuck, man?
He's like, yeah. He's like, what? And we'll be waiting for you. And he tries to shoot them, and we laughed our heads off because I would have given this movie fresh garbage or leftovers if he actually killed them.
If he killed the angel, Pinhead, and the auditor.
Because then Pinhead's like, whatever, I don't have to deal with this. You'll be back anyways. So he closes the box. He reopens the box and sends him to the real world.
Yep, sends him back.
And immediately, as soon as he comes back,
like 2 seconds.
2 seconds later, the other unconscious detective just springs up and shoots him dead. And me and Oscar bust out laughing.
We're like, oh my God.
It's literally like this. I'm back.
Gets fucking shot dead. And you know what's even the bigger kicker?
That he's just dead.
The detective that we thought he killed finally calls for backup.
I need backup.
Officer down.
Ambulance officer down, and she's like hysterically crying.
So now you call them. Now you call them.
And then they cut back to Hell Dimension, and Pin's like, "What the hell?"
I love how Pin's like, "What the fuck, man?" Which also, by the way, doesn't that just mean he comes back?
Yeah, I was like, but if you kill him, he doesn't come back because he feels like his plan has been thwarted. It's like, now I don't get the guy because she killed him. Does he go to heaven now?
Does he go to the purgatory? What happens?
I don't know.
It would have been even funnier if they killed him and he just showed back up in the room like, so what are we doing here?
Yeah, we've been talking about because he doesn't go back. We don't see him again.
He's done. He's dead.
So we were talking about this the whole day. Hellraiser writers and stuff, Clive, what are the rules? If I shoot Oscar in the head,
if I open the laminate and then
bring hook chain and I shoot you in the head, you're free.
I'm free. I'm good. What happens?
There's no rules because Pinhead's pissed, and then he's like, we need something else, and she's like threatening him, and he's like, or else what? He's like, I don't care. He's like, you think I'm new to suffering? You do whatever. I'm not new to suffering. He's like, you know what? And then he hook chains her, the angel.
The angel. He hook chains the angel.
The angel. But she said she was smarter than his head because she's like, I already called this in. And he's like,
even the angel called in shit before, like the fucking cops did.
And so he's like, you think I care? And he starts pulling out his pins and driving them into her head.
You have anything, I guess, a crown of thorns?
Crown of thorns or something like that.
Oh, and then
he hook chains her face and body. And of course, what does she have to say, Oscar?
And Jesus wept.
And Jesus.
Because they have to throw it back.
She's like, do your worst. And he's like, you know what, I will. It's like, but you're gonna pay for it. He's like, I don't care. It's like, and Jesus wept.
And then she pulls her apart.
She's dead. And it's a bad CG effect.
Yeah, it's bad.
Because there's some practical stuff, but then there's like the bad CG stuff. And then, the auditor's like, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Maybe there is a punishment. And it's like, what punishment? Maybe there's a punishment just for us.
He's like,
what's the worst thing?
Because they said that she was the angel that banished Adam and Eve from the garden. And he's like, what about banishment?
And then it cuts to a bright light, and it cuts to like present day, and they're in the slums, and you see the actor that was playing Pinhead as a human.
Yeah, as a human.
And it's like, no, my sweet suffering, I'm a hobo now.
It would have been funny if he literally said, I'm a hobo now.
He might as well have. And that's the end.
That was the big punishment. He gets turned back into a
human. Has to live his life out. Because that's why I told us, okay, just grab a lament configuration
and go back.
Like, is there something stopping you?
Yeah, go back. Like, I don't know what.
Why is this? This is not that bad.
Oh, God, but it just sort of ends like that, and it's like,
that's
bro, it makes no sense. The movie was gross. It was boring. It was predictable. And it made
no sense.
And it made no sense. Like, especially the way that the angels and everything acted.
So God loves crazy psychopaths, so it makes other people better.
Yes.
Don't think that's how it works.
No, not at all. I don't think the person that did this actually read the Bible.
And for the past few movies now, it's like, if I kill you,
yes,
you don't go.
You don't suffer.
You don't suffer.
You go to, I guess, normal hell, or maybe
regular hell.
You go to regular vanilla hell.
No, just fire. No.
Like the South Park hell. Like, is it that one where it's nice?
No hook chains, just nice fire.
Or maybe you go to purgatory. Like, I don't know, man.
The Cenobites are pissed off, ticked off when you die and they don't kill you. If they don't kill you, they're mad because they don't have you. You don't suffer. But
so I get you. So you need to be alive.
Apart, they have you. It's because they kill you by ripping you apart.
Carl, stop going into circles. You're thinking in circles at this point.
Circles,
just don't. Just don't.
What is this? And then your punishment is coming back and living your life again. What a horrible fate.
Oh fuck! I'm okay now.
I'm okay now.
I could probably go get a job.
My skin is inflated and filled with pins.
Yes, and I don't know. I can't witness a fat guy eat things and throw up into a trough.
And we did describe it's just a fat guy. He's not even a Cenobite. He's not scarred or
no.
He's just a guy.
He's just a fat, gross dude.
Yeah.
Which he kind of dresses, I guess, like a priest.
Yeah, and that's it.
But
this not even a
Cenobite. This movie was just fucking gross and stupid. This was a dumpster fire because I'm like, it's like I was just telling Andrew before. It's like they tried too hard and still not tried hard enough.
Because they still tried to put some new lore into it, making him corporate, making like, oh, we have levels now. It's not
and also now they interact with heaven.
Because now they lead you to a house somehow. Then you don't have to open a box or anything or be lured by the temptations of hell. You're just there already.
Yeah, you're just there. And then it almost feels like if we just stumbled upon the house, would they do that to us?
That's what it's just hell with more steps. That's what it is.
It's hell with extra steps. Oh, but yeah, no, that's a dumpster fire. But
guess that budget.
Oh, fuck, man. All right, so this one definitely had more production into it. I'm gonna say $2 million.
$2 million?
$2 million.
Oh, wait, did we guess the budget of the last one? We did guess the budget of Revelations, right? I was looking at the wrong budget. Thank goodness.
Yeah, we did Revelation.
Thank goodness I'm not completely.
Oh,
okay.
Fuck.
The budget.
There was actually a stinger for this.
It was a stinger?
Yeah.
Did we both miss it?
Well, it was at the end of the fucking credits. These two Mormons come up to the house, and then the Event Horizon dude pretty much goes, "Hey, come in," and then that's it.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, nothing. So he didn't get banished. Just
no,
Pinhead?
just Pinhead. So now he got bumped up. He's a manager now.
That's what Mike said. He's the one in charge. Okay, so the budget for Judgment, $350,000.
For this?
Yeah, for Judgment. Yeah,
$350,000.
Yeah, $350,000. But the box office, Oscar, how much did it make?
$2.
No, because we just got after that 4 years later.
I'm gonna say
Hellraiser reboot.
I'm gonna say 50,000.
50,000. Well, Oscar, come on, 426,000. No, they made money. They made money from that.
Okay, I'll give them this. Whoever did the budgeting for that did a good job, because this had more production than the last movie.
It was the police office, an apartment, and his
but you had all
house,
the weird fucking bondage shit.
His kill house and hell were probably the same location.
Oh yeah, but I mean they still had like some.
And then how much did
stuff.
they pay these naked women? Probably like $100.
Oh, probably. They probably thought this was some art film or something for college. But like, no, I'm surprised. I'll give them this. They did budget the movie right. Like, I mean, they didn't get any actual. There was no actual actors.
I don't know any of these actors.
No, yeah, there was no actual actors.
Any of these.
And that, but just the fact that a lot of the hell stuff with the type. Well, there's a lot of
the
machinery.
Blonde girl looks maybe familiar from another horror movie.
Probably porn.
Horror.
It's all porn.
Well, I don't know any of them. So I was like, okay, whatever.
I mean, so they got paid probably a lunch. they got a pizza party.
I was gonna say you get pizza and Coke.
You get pizza, but only 2 slices and 1 cup of Coke.
It's a grade school cut it in.
Yes, it's the little tiny slivers.
Brilliant. And so I was like, that's it, and that's the movie. We both missed the end stinger.
The end stinger, which I guess he was right. That was supposed to kick off the next Pinhead, and I mean, well, they fucked that up because now we get into the other one, but we're gonna probably do a live viewing for it.
Live.
Yeah, we got some time. We got time. It's a Friday.
Yeah, we'll live it.
But yeah, that's
Hellraiser.
That's Hellraiser the series, man.
Before the reboot, which I don't know what they're gonna do.
I don't remember it. I remember.
We both were trying to. Remember.
I'm trying because I remember for Gooned Up Nerds, the original, or my main cast that I do. I think I have it up, but I'm pretty sure we did not give it a good review. And but the thing is, I don't remember it at all. Like, and also the reason we didn't watch it before, because sometimes we watch the movies before just to do this at the end. It's 2 hours.
Yeah, we're like, it's kind of long.
Like, I'm sorry, but like the other ones,
you realize the other ones an hour and 15,
and most an hour and 30
minutes.
Most of them
are 90. Yeah, most of them are 90.
Yeah.
None of them push 90.
No, which is
thankful.
Thankfully, because I hope this is actually
better if we were. But I was like, I remember not being great, but I remember not hating it. Like,
not like these, man. Movies. Like, I'm sorry, like these were fucking garbage. And because I remember, I think we didn't give the series up to the middle. I think we gave it like a spoiled or something.
Spoiled
because because the only thing that kept that rating the way it was the first two
movies, and the fourth kind of
elevated a little bit. And like I said, I didn't have a problem with some of the other ones. They just shouldn't have been Hellraiser movies. But then it gets egregious with how these shouldn't have been Hellraiser movies.
Yeah. Some of them, it's like, this would have been an interesting plot if it wasn't Hellraiser.
Yes. Like Inferno, I'm wearing the shirt. I would have been okay with this if it wasn't a Hellraiser movie. If it was like a shitty Jacob's Ladder or something.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was Jacob's Ladder or Serpico or something.
Something like that.
No.
No.
They just put Hellraiser on it.
No, or yeah, it's fucking stupid. But so this movie I was telling Carl, these last movies straight up just Spartan kick this rating all the way into a dumpster fire.
I was like, what are we rating? He's like, what are you talking about? This is all getting punted into
dumpster. We were saying this is a dumpster fire that spilled over into the junkyard, and then the whole junkyard lit on fire,
flames, caught the neighborhood on fire,
and people died.
His casualties for
this movie's franchise is fucking trash. I'm sorry. I know how iconic the first one is, but this franchise is fucking trash.
We've seen some stuff.
Puppet Master wasn't even this bad.
That's what I was about to say. The Puppet Master, Toxie, at least they're more congruent. It's not like they stuck Puppet Master on some other.
No, they stuck to their guns, as stupid as they were. And guess what? They tried making it a cohesive timeline.
Universe, yeah.
I mean, they fucked up because they rewrote and retconned so many things, but they tried. This did not even try. Dimension Films, literally, like I was saying,
just like we got 2 minutes to make a Puppet Master movie, Hellraiser movie, before we lose the rights.
All right,
put it on that thing.
You got that script that your cousin wrote?
Yeah,
just give that to me.
Just give it to me. It's a completely different movie.
Oh, Shitty 7? All right, do that.
It's about a detective. Yeah, do that. Hellraiser.
Do that. Hellraiser. Bam. Got it. Fucking stupid. This franchise is god awful. Watch maybe the first one, and if you're curious enough, go up to 4 and then be done.
1, 2, 4.
1, 2, 4.
You can skip 3.
Yeah, you can skip 3.
Any of the other? No,
you don't even the one where Kirsty comes back.
No,
don't
skip
that. Do that.
You ruined Kirsty.
Yeah, Kirsty got fucking ruined by that.
Ruined that. 7, no. Deader's probably. What is the worst one? We have to. What is the worst?
Honestly,
it might be Deader.
It might be Deader because not for nothing. So Revelation is up there, but it's once again it's a Hellraiser movie.
That's the sad part. It's terrible, but it's a YouTube Hellraiser movie.
It's like a fan-made Hellraiser movie. That's what it is. And so I can't hate it. I mean, it sucks. Don't get me wrong, but I can't hate it like I did with Deader.
Is bad, but
it's bad. But it's like a meh
this
bad.
Is a meh bad. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah,
one.
No, it's like literally.
It makes sense. It's not a Hellraiser movie, but it made sense as like a psychological horror revenge thing.
Yeah, if like they were really trying to, it was like they were trying to cash in on like the teen horror thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's.
I know.
I think Deader is probably the worst one.
For me, yeah, for us,
Deader
it's probably the worst.
Because once again, it's not cohesive
at
all.
Title, not cohesive, makes no sense.
It literally is the most convoluted thing like you could ever think of for a fucking plot line.
It messes up a bunch of lores. It messes up the Michonne lore.
Yes.
It messes up the Pinhead lore.
It messes up everything. And also the acting in all of these have been dog shit. But that one is just bad.
In the least in Deader. He shows up the least in Deader, I think.
I don't know. Maybe Judgment. Because he's only in for maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So Judgment might have the least.
Probably a close second.
But there was still enough bullshit in there where you're just like, what the fuck is happening? And this is gross. It elicited some kind of emotion.
The auditor's more in it than...
Yeah, it elicited more of an emotion out of me, even if it was just being grossed out than anything else. Deader gave me nothing.
Deader's just generic.
It doesn't scare you.
Nope.
It's literally like someone took Xanax and wrote a fucking Hellraiser movie.
We're just, because you guys can watch this live, we're just like, this doesn't make sense. Why is she still here?
Literally half the time just going like this, what is happening?
Yeah. What is that? Why are you still here?
And then even when Carl read the synopsis after we watched it, I still didn't understand it. And it only took me till today when we reread it again that we finally pieced together what they were trying to do. Yeah. And it was dog shit stupid. So yeah, no, the Deader has to be the worst one. Deader has to be the worst one. But yeah, this whole fucking franchise is fucking garbage.
Kind of just spirals after.
So I mean, we're gonna do the live now of the new Hellraiser that's on Hulu.
2022 reboot.
Yeah, like I said, I don't remember liking it, but we'll see. It can't be any worse than the last 4 movies.
It's gonna elevate. It's a palate cleanser.
Because it's a reboot. It's a different Pinhead. It's a female Pinhead. I know that.
I know people were like a little, but Doug's not coming back.
No, Doug is not coming. Doug probably offed himself or something.
He's still right. He's still alive.
Bullshit.
But he's not going to.
Probably a hobo now with a fake Lamech figuration somewhere.
With a real Lamech figure.
But yeah, so that's going to be it from us, you guys. If you want to stick around for the following live, please stick around. Comment if you want. But yeah, we're done here. We'll see you for the next one.
Wait, we gotta spin the wheel.
We gotta spin the wheel.
You have to spin the wheel.
All right, I'll spin it this time. All right, so I didn't get to update it, but most of these I
forgot.
There's a few franchises on there, but they're only
there's no franchises on there.
It's like maybe one that has like 3 movies. So it's Demonic Toys doesn't count. All right, so let's. All right, see what we got. Come on, single movie. Okay, it's Death Machine, 1995.
Okay.
That's a single movie, and I'm pretty sure that's the one that stars fucking wow, I can't
remember.
No, Chucky.
Yeah, Brad
Dourif. All right, there. You know what it is? I almost said Steven Dorff. Steven Dorff, the guy from Blade. But yeah, so 1995's Death Machine. We're gonna watch
one singular movie.
How long has it been
since we've done this?
Oh, I don't know.
No, we did War of the World.
Oh yeah, we did.
Those are painful. Those feel like marathons.
Oh fuck! But
all right,
that's it.
Peace. Thank goodness.